music are we going to hear today? Okay, good. Great planning. All right. So, something like that. I don't know. I'm checking on my sound this morning. My daughter was helping me. So she adjusted a whole bunch of settings apparently. So I was in here scrambling a few minutes ago, like, what in the world? What changed? But she wanted my mic to be clearer and louder. So I don't know what she did, but is it? Oh, good. Okay. Well, as long as you can actually hear me, I'm happy. So yeah, she's like, yeah, I don't like this and I don't like that, so I'm gonna adjust the levels of something or other. I'm like, okay. Yeah. Well, you know, she did something. I don't know. So yeah, it is 6:01 a.m. on a Tuesday. Yesterday, I don't know about you, but yesterday was like the Mondayest of Mondays for me, and it was, yeah, it was. I don't know. Hmm. Well, I'm looking. There's not a whole heck of a lot that went on in Ocala. Did you hear like the 4-car pileup on 200 on Saturday though? It was like really, really bad. Yeah. Like I completely missed it. It was actually right in front of where my mother-in-law lives. So yeah, that was crazy on 200. How fast must you be going to get like a 4-car pileup on 200? Especially right there, it's pretty congested still. So I don't know. Yeah. Oh yeah. People do all sorts of crazy stuff on 200. I don't know. Very strange. I wonder if we have any updates on the. Let's see. They did. They did find him. Is he okay? Um. Yeah. I would imagine she did she did get arrested because yeah, if you have an Amber Alert because you have a child you're not supposed to have, you're going to jail. Like they're gonna arrest you and ask questions later. It's not good, man. That is definitely not good. Although, why in the world would you have a child that you're not supposed to have anyway? So I don't know. Hmm. Well, there was a huge crime spree in Ocala. I guess it was yesterday. So the Ocala Police Department is asking if you can identify, and it's 2 teenagers that decided to break into a woman's car. It didn't say whether it was locked or unlocked or whatever, but they broke into a car and then stole her debit card, which was in the car without her, which we've talked about this over and over and over and over and over again. But anyway, so then they took the debit card and went to multiple GameStop stores. Really? Oh yeah. And no trying to hide their faces or anything like that. I mean, they're right there as bright as you can be in the pictures. It's going to take like 2.2 seconds for people to be like, oh yeah, I know them. But yeah, so these guys must enjoy going to GameStop and gaming so much that they are willing to give it up for a while and visit the Gold Star Hotel, also known as Marion County Jail. They're older teenagers. They're not, I mean, looking from the pictures, we'll go ahead and pop that. Yeah, we'll go ahead and pop that up to our Classic Hits Ocala Facebook page. But really, like, they're old enough to know better. Apparently, too stupid to care. I don't know. Some craziness. But yeah, now they're wanted for burglary and fraud because they used that debit card. So I don't know. I don't know. That is some craziness. But yeah, they're asking for anybody that knows these two bright young men to go ahead and call Crime Stoppers at 352-368-7867. Okay, yeah. I mean, I hate to victim shame, but quit leaving your valuables in your unlocked cars. Like, seriously, just, well, yeah, even if, I know, I know. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, these teenagers. Yeah, yeah, no, absolutely. Some absolute, yeah. I don't know. I can't even imagine what I would do. Can you imagine if it was your kid up on the Ocala Police Department Facebook page? Seeing they did. Yeah, that would be another question. Oh, I found it. Yeah. Yeah. You found an Xbox, I don't know, 11, whatever they are up to now. What are they up to now? Is it PlayStation game? I don't know. Oh, PlayStation's 5. Okay. So, yeah. Well, yeah. There was a Charlotte County sheriff's deputy that his life was taken into the line of duty yesterday. So, Marion County Sheriff's Office is, I don't, they're considering it lost for themselves. They said that anytime that there's a life that's taken in the line of duty, yeah, yeah, basically. I mean, it could very easily be anyone. I don't know, where is Charlotte County? Well, thank you. I know it's in Florida. Yeah, that I gather. Okay, I'm gonna have to Google it. I don't know. I gotta use the Googles this morning. Where in the world is, I know I've heard of Charlotte County, so it's gotta be close by. Hold on. Port Charlotte. Well, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. Hey, you didn't know either. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So yeah, Charlotte, yeah, Port Charlotte, basically. So, yeah, but yeah, he apparently lost his life in the line of duty. That's scary. Really, really scary. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, his poor family. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, that would be not, yeah, I can't even imagine. I absolutely cannot even imagine. I mean, there's actually a lot of people that tend to pass away around the holidays. I don't know if it's because of the stress of the holidays or maybe they're eating and drinking stuff that they probably is not great for them. Oh, no. Yeah. But, yeah, I was thinking that it was because, maybe people are depressed or something like that. But no, sometimes it's just, like somebody that's elderly or something. That's the time, maybe with their family all around them. I'm not really sure, but there's something about it because there's a lot of people that do tend to pass away during the holidays. Kind of odd. An inordinate amount, or maybe it just feels that way because it's a little more difficult that time of year. I don't know. Well, we've put our shining young men up on our Classic Hits Ocala Facebook page. So if anybody wants to take a peek at what they look like, so maybe if you recognize them, you could maybe share that with the Ocala Police Department who are waiting to know. Just saying. Oh, I had to have some coffee this morning. I don't know. I would give it some serious consideration if I was a bank. Your responsibility to take care of that car, make sure it's not in an area where it's easy to get. I mean, they did. It's, yeah. I don't know. It's just tough. It's yeah. But I mean, even if it was in your pocket, is that really safe if somebody like mugs you? Which I haven't heard of a mugging in Ocala in like ever, but yeah, but I mean, yeah, I know. It's like you expect it. You go to New York, you get mugged. Wow, that's like a tourist experience. But I mean, I've found a debit card of somebody's in a parking lot recently, and I didn't know what to do. I was like, what in the world? So I actually took it. It was a Wells Fargo or Bank of America. I don't remember. But it was just down the street from, I think it was Bank of America. So I went and took it to that because I was like, well, if anybody, knows who it goes to. So, yeah, so I took it over to, I, covered over the numbers and, took a picture of the name and put it up on Facebook like, hey, if you're looking for this, it's over at Bank of America. They've got your card. But yeah, I sent it through the little tube thingy. It took forever. Why does anybody bank at the big banks? It takes so long. I just went through the drive-thru. I just wanted to give them the card. And I'm sitting here going, it's going to take me 45 minutes to do this. This is insane. Because I have little credit unions, so for the most part. I don't know. The ones, I don't know. I'll have to ask my peeps at the credit union because, yeah, I love my credit union. Actually, I should give them a shout out, right? And I'm trying to remember what the name of it is. Mid Florida. There we go. I'm like mid. It's something mid. Yeah, Mid Florida Credit Union is amazing. They have the best customer service. They do popcorn on like Fridays, I think, for all the customers. Little bags of popcorn. It's just a really sweet, wonderful customer service. They're just really, really awesome in there. So, yeah, I love Mid Florida Credit Union. They're great. I used to have more in Florida Credit Union, but their customer service, they got bigger and bigger and bigger and got more and more locations, and it just kind of seemed like their customer service tanked. So, yeah, not good. I mean, we went in there to open Lexi's first real checking account, because she was getting direct deposit, with her bank or with her job. And so she needed a checking account instead of her little, 6-year-old savings account or whatever. So we went to Florida Credit Union because, I banked there for like forever and a day. And we were sitting in the lobby for like 45 minutes. It's basically become like a big bank. We never did see somebody, and then there was a little roach on the chair, and I was like, I'm out, I'm done. No, I don't know what's going on in this place, but this is not the banking experience I want you to have. We go over to Mid Florida, and like 2 seconds, I think we were in there, and they were like, absolutely, let's get you started. And they just really, answered her questions, and it was the experience I was hoping for. So it felt more like a credit union. They're both credit unions, but big difference. So, hey, okay, bugs freak me out. Okay. And I live in Florida. So there's a lot of them here. We're outnumbered like 1,000 to 1. So, yeah, no. And I'm sure it wasn't their roach. I'm sure it was somebody else's bug that like came out of their purse or something. But I'd already been sitting there for like 45 minutes. So, no, that was it did it for me. So. Oh, yeah. You're losing your friends. I don't know. I would say something. Here's the number of a fantastic pest control company I've used for years. That's also an awesome thing. There is no reason to live like that, because there's some really good pest control companies out there that will take care of it in very little money. It really is not expensive to do that. So there's no reason. There's no reason. You've seen things. Yeah. No. Oh, I know. Right. Yep. Yep. Oh no. Okay. No. Absolutely no. Cannot handle that. And I would have literally just no. I'd been out of there. Yeah. Oh man, I'm itching. Like now, I'm like itching. Just no. No. I really don't. I don't think that's just not the way to live. Basically, there's so yeah. We actually implemented a program where everybody gets pest control. Straight up, they can have up to 4 sprays a year. So let's send them out quarterly. Just get out there and get it done. So. Oh, those are outside, kind of like, they just come in and die. That's their job. The palmetto bug, that's a nice way of saying this massive roach we have in Florida. Yeah, that is the Florida Welcoming Committee, is because I have never gone to a vacant house where there wasn't one that just went right into the middle of the kitchen or living room and just died right there. Oh, they do. Yeah. They just plop right over and they're like, hi, welcome to Florida. And they got their legs, kicking up. And it's just, and why do they have to die laying upside down? But yeah, no, I'll pass on that nonsense. But yeah, we always, in property management, we called it the Welcome to Florida. No, it's the Florida Welcoming Committee. That's what it's called. Okay, do not knock the hairspray, because those big spiders, the wolf spiders or house spiders, whatever they call it, I don't know. They're as big as a house, and they're fast. They're fast because they don't do webs. It's a spider that doesn't do webs. It's a hunting spider. So, man, those things, the only way I've been able to ever kill those is hairspray, because it like freezes them solid, because they have a whole bunch of little hairs on them, but it freezes them solid for a good 30 seconds, and then you can kill them really easy. But they're fast otherwise. So yeah, I spray them with some hairspray and go to town. But yeah, but as long as you keep, I will give you a tip. It's a free tip. But if you keep all of the shrubbery off of your house, so it's not touching your house, no bushes or anything, like keep it off of your house, and then make sure that you do regular pest control for like the smaller innocuous bugs, like ants or roaches or anything like that. That's what the big spiders eat. So if you do all of that, you won't have those spiders. So huge Huge tip right there. So I used to have them in my house that I was living in before. I'm like, what in the world is with these? They were freaky, man. I know they're they're not venomous or anything like that. They're still freaky, man. So nobody needs to see a spider that big. That is just. Whew. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's they only do that if they love you. No, I do. So, yeah, it's Florida. Florida is trying to kill you. I mean, that's basically what it is. It's not really a question. So we have to protect ourselves. We have to have quarterly pest control in your house. You just have to fight Florida off. You have to keep all of the shrubbery from trying to take over your house. Have you ever seen a house that you just leave it alone? Like any other state, it just kind of, it kind of starts to look shabby and it kind of, starts to fall down and stuff after years or decades or whatever. Not Florida. Florida, you leave it alone, a house alone for a year, and all of a sudden it looks like Jumanji entered. Okay, like Florida tries to take back the house. It is crazy. So yeah, they'll have like just greenery just going all over, growing in through the walls, and so it is insane. So yeah, no, it really is. We live in Jumanji. That's it's level 2. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but yeah, no, I really, really do believe that. Yes, I did ask my husband. By the way, we're going to do a shout out to Chief. He is listening in this morning. But yes, I did ask him about the movie, and he really loved it. He thought it was really, really, really good. And I was like, I don't know. It kind of freaked me out with the previews with that earwig that he just popped in his ear. He's like, no, he got a text message and a threat. And I'm like, I don't know what threat you would have to do to get me to take an earwig out of a TSA bucket and stick it in my ear. And he's like, well, it was a threat of bodily harm to somebody. And I was like, putting a random earwig in my ear from a TSA bucket at the airport is going to cause me bodily harm. It's like, what is wrong with you? I was like, it freaked me out, man. We don't need to be doing that nonsense. So, but no, he said there was a lot of twists and turns, and it was a really, really good movie. So I was like, well, don't ruin it. He started telling me the whole thing and all of the plot and everything, and I'm like, don't ruin it for me. I'll end up watching it soon. He's like, well, it was kind of like Die Hard, and I'm like, no, nothing is like Die Hard except Die Hard. So. I love Die Hard. Die Hard is the whole slew of movies. They were so good. I would rather watch Die Hard than Home Alone. Like that kid was annoying. He was. The way he talked to his parents, oof. Did you? Yeah. It was in there. Okay, well, we knew that was going to happen, so I think you already, yeah. Hey, by the way, I heard Christmas music on 104.7. So our radio station, for some unknown reason, had some random Christmas song stuck in there somewhere. I'm like, well, you need to like explain to it that no. Oh. I now have access. I have the power. I have access to it now, but I don't know what I'm doing, so I haven't touched it. But I will help you as soon as I have a clue what I'm doing.
Apparently, there's in the automation, there's a setting or it if you happen to set you screw up and you don't program a long enough time for the hour, it'll try to fill in the signal that dead air.
Ah.
So they believe that's what's causing it. But it doesn't make any sense because I have my hours programmed right. So I don't know why it's doing that. It's like even though I have a specific category that I'm supposed to that I wanted to play at a certain time.
Yeah.
Or a certain part of the hour, it just ignored it. It was doing its own thing. It's like I
Okay.
want that.
So what you're saying is anytime that you mess up, we get Christmas music.
No, it's not. It wasn't just that. It was going through the live stuff and everything else. It literally just read the library and said, I want to play this. It had its own agenda.
Yeah. It honestly it does. I think it's like AI. It has a mind of its own.
Curse. I can't give you that. I'm paying good money for this automation, so
Yeah.
and they're scratching their head. They're like, first they said, oh, that's you've got something set wrong, and then they log in and look right. Well, crap, it looks fine to me. So,
Well, gee, thanks.
well, they took a bunch of stuff out of it, logs and stuff, and working on it. They've got it. It seems to be okay right now, but they said they're going to reconnect today and do some more stuff. So.
Well, one of my favorite artists we've definitely got to introduce onto here. And I honestly, there is no way I'm going to ever be able to tell you his name. But he's this Hawaiian singer that passed away. And I can't say I've ever, the ukulele, I've never really enjoyed ukulele music, but he has the most beautiful music ever. And he does, let's see, he does Over the Rainbow and I don't know, just a whole bunch of different songs. I think his first name is Isaiah, I think. Hold on. Now I got to do the Google. I got the Googles this morning, apparently. Okay. Israel. It's picking up my typing. I'm gonna have to tell Lexi that she overdid my microphone and now it's picking up all the sounds I don't want it to. Oh yeah, that's because I've got the speaker going instead of the earphones, but that's because I turned on the YouTube live. So yeah, is that better? Yeah, it's better. Oh. Yeah. Just pretend it's the voices in your head, Ed. It's the voices in your head. But yeah, no, the guy's name is Israel. I think he went by Iz, but he's this Hawaiian guy. Absolutely amazing music. But his last name, oh my goodness, is Kamakawiwo'ole. Kamakawiwo'oles. What's that? I'm pretty sure I butchered it. There's a lot of A's in I know it's not Hawaiian language. I do not remember what it's actually called, but there's a lot of vowels, especially A's. Like you'll have people with last names that have like 2 or 3 A's in a row, and I'm like, what sound does that even make? But yeah, yeah, I'm gonna say that. Anyway, his name's Israel. We're gonna go with that one. He has beautiful music. So I don't know if anything, that's my goal. We're gonna play that at least once sometime. But no, it probably wouldn't be. I don't know. Beautiful music. Really happy music. Just I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, I listen to him quite often. If I'm going to listen to, I don't know, you know, songs that I've purchased or whatever, it's going to be that. So he's often, but yeah, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. He mixed it with What a Wonderful World, and you can't even tell where the one ends and the other begins. He just did an amazing job on it. Okay. Caroling? Do you hear what I hear? No, no, we don't. You're on your own. I thought you were trying to insist that I go and take a grippy sock vacation. I don't know. I was like, no, wait, what? No, it's just Ed. It's just Ed. Sorry, I had to get some more coffee in me. It was really good coffee this morning. I don't know what changed, but it is really good. Maybe, I don't know. I normally put distilled water in that machine because we have a Keurig, so it only takes me about a minute from the time the machine is completely off and cold to I can drink my coffee. It's a very long, well-anticipated minute, but it's still only a minute, so yeah. Gots to love the coffee machine. All right, what else is going on? I am going to get off of this and teasing you about Christmas music, because I'm pretty sure you're going to be playing a whole slew of it on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and all of that. But that's you know. Yeah. I know, there's all these stations that are literally playing Christmas music 24/7 since like Halloween. Wait, you guys are nuts. That's crazy. But you know what? Teach their own. That is okay, because when everyone is sick to death of the 600th rendition of Jingle Bells, they'll come over and listen to some good music with us. So I'm okay with it. Oh yeah. Yeah. We definitely have some variety. Speaking of that, it is 6:33. I was going to start talking about all the stuff you can go and do this weekend in Ocala, but why don't we go ahead and take a music break? I just realized one of my socks is inside out. That's going to bother me. Anyway, like I reach out, I'm like, why? So I'm going to fix that, and we're going to go and I don't know, nobody can see my socks, but it's gonna bother me because I know it's there now. So hold on. There we go. It's inside out. I don't know. It's gonna bother me. I seriously did that. Well, when I sit in a nobody knows this, okay, you're gonna hear a secret. But when I'm sitting at my desk, I'm sitting Indian style in the office chair, like both my like kind of yoga thing where my knees are like that. I don't know if that's it's comfortable. I don't know what to tell you. So either I have one leg over the other ankle, or both of them are. It's actually more comfortable to sit with my knees, my ankles stacked on my knees. I don't know. You're just happy to be sitting in a chair. I don't know. Are you ever going to fix your chair? You got like this squeaky broken chair that you're just... I have absolutely no sympathy for you. You've literally had chairs in boxes for years, and you haven't put them together.
And I was right down by the office. I was down on it. I was like, I could very easily yesterday just spun by it, but it was raining, so I didn't
That is so sad. That is really and truly sad, but that's okay. But no, you know what? You know what? I have actually considered buying one of the Shein office chairs. I'm kind of, because it looks so comfortable. But I don't know. No, it's like this big puff. It keeps getting advertised. And I don't really need another office chair, but that thing looks so comfortable and so pretty. And I'm like, but with Shein and Temu, what you order or think you're getting is not necessarily what shows up.
First time you send it, your phone falls apart.
Yeah, I don't know. Should I try it and just like share what it actually comes? Yeah.
It was last Super Bowl. They were talking about this chair, office chair. It has cooling, heating, massage. It's also like $1,000 or $2,000 or something. You got the full blown thing.
For $2,000 for a chair, somebody better, like, if I hit a button, a real person needs to come out and massage my elbows and my shoulders. Like, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for a chair. I'm more of the $100 max kind of person.
Are you a foot rub person
Oh, a foot rub person. I don't know. Is that a thing?
Some people are funny about their feet. They don't.
Yeah, my husband is. I took him to get a pedicure once because I love going to get a pedicure. It's the whole experience. They put like this hot wax on your feet. I mean, it's just awesome. You come out and you have like these really pretty toes. It's great. So my husband's like, you spend so much money going. I was like, and we were doing a date night. And I'm like, come get a pedicure for me, for me. But come with me to get a pedicure. We'll get like a couple's pedicure. And let's, then you'll understand why I like it. I was like, there's a lot of guys that go and get pedicures. And so he's like, I don't have to like color my toes, right? I'm like, no, just, no, honey. So, yeah, right. So he went, but he has very, very, very ticklish feet. So he was uncomfortable. Like, this woman was, working on his feet, and like she, was working right along, and he just looked just absolutely appalled the whole time. He was so tense. I was like, because they have massage chairs. These chairs are awesome. They have like these massage chairs the whole time. So you're just sitting there relaxing, and I'm sitting there relaxing, enjoying all of it. I look over and he looks like he's sitting on a nail bed. Like, he is just so uncomfortable. So when we left, she kept wanting to like massage his feet and stuff, and he was like, please don't touch my feet. And I'm like, you're in here for a pedicure. That they have to do that. That's kind of part of the deal. And he's like, he was just so uncomfortable. So I don't know if you guys out there, men, do you or do you not pedicure? Because I think it is one of the best experiences ever, and it is like the most comfortable, like relaxing, best things ever. But my husband literally thought he was in like the seventh pit of Dante's hell or something. It was so bad.
Pedicures, but I will, when I go see my massage guy over at the Daytona flea market, I will get him to do a half hour on the feet and a half hour on my back.
Oh, okay. So you're definitely. So you don't go in and get a pedicure though, because that's what they do. They massage your feet.
Well, yeah, I
and your
should.
calves and everything. I love that part.
I have fallen arches, so the foot rub really. It just, especially if I've been working, if I do a big job, I'm on my feet for a while. I have orthotics and everything, but still, just to have the feet done, it's just a big.
That's a big thing. Yeah.
I'd rather have the foot rub than the back rub. That's just.
Oh no, I know. I would not. No, I would. Yeah, no. If I go to a masseuse, and yeah, no. If I go to a masseuse, and he does like the masseuse. He loves. We do like, if we go to do a couples massage or something like that. If we go on a cruise, that's the first day, is to like help us get into the zone of vacation. We go and get a couples massage. But which is, by the way, for you couples out there, the best experience ever. He loves that. That's amazing. But yeah, the first time I went to a masseuse, I knew I wanted to go and get a massage because my back, I hold all my tension right between my shoulder blades. So yeah, but I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. So I asked a friend, she's like, oh, I get regular massages. I'm like, okay, what happens exactly? Like, I've seen it on TV where they're already laying down, but it doesn't really go into the details. Like, do you underwear or do you not underwear? Or do you what exactly? Explain to me in detail what is going to occur before I go, please. The first, yeah, I had no idea what I was doing. So, and I was super, super nervous. So I wasn't sure, what you're supposed to wear under the sheet. And I guess it was very embarrassing. And she knew I was like, this is the first time I had a massage. I have no idea, whatever. So I was trying so hard to just I was more worried about staying covered and not for myself more so, but more for her. Like, I don't know why. So yeah. I know. I have no idea what was wrong with me. I don't like new experiences necessarily. If I don't know what to expect or what they're asking me, I just need to know in detail, what is it? So yeah, at one point she's like, okay, I'm gonna need you to, turn over. And I'm like, okay. So I started going putting my feet where my head was. And she's like, no, just roll. I just need, front up. And I'm like, why would you need the front up? I didn't know that was a thing. I had no idea what I was doing. It was supposed to be a full, but so she did my arms, and she did apparently you got to do the front side as well. Yes. So did not know that. So I was like, I just came in for a back massage, but it's a full body experience. So I'm like, oh, okay. Did not know that. So yeah, it was interesting, but I have gotten better at it, and thankfully too, because my husband has gone with to do, and I could help him along, because yeah, he also was like, what do you wear? A sheet. You wear a sheet, and that's what you wear. So yeah, a little different. They kind of prefer having access, whether they need access or not. They just make it available to them. So
just make sure you take mind of what you eat before you go. You don't want to eat broccoli or spinach or cauliflower, not spinach, but stuff that can cause a
Ed, have you tooted at your masseuse? That's embarrassing. You don't toot at the masseuse? No! Oh my goodness, no! They have such a nice little relaxing room, and it normally smells so good. You don't want to do something like that. That's awful. Oh my goodness, no.
It's only all the times over the years. It's maybe happened twice. It's not like
that is 2 times too many, my friend. That is 2 times too many. Now,
pay attention to what I eat before I go in. I don't, make sure I don't have anything that can cause that kind of reaction.
Yeah. So.
Because I go for the deep tissue that they're rough on me.
Oh yeah.
Beat me up when I'm in there. So.
Yeah. No, that is my greatest fear for if you do yoga or Pilates or something, you're in a whole classroom. That is a thing, because you start twisting around and holding, and stuff happens. Things happen.
It's just that,
I mean, yeah, I guess it could be worse, but that's still pretty bad, because it's normally tinkling music or something, and then all of a sudden there's that. No. I went and did a yoga class with my son one time. We will never. No, I can't. I actually was I have to be on the other side of the room from him, because he starts I'll be in a upside down or holding, your balance is a lot of balance, and he'll reach over and push me over. What are you doing? He thinks it's funny. I'm like, what are you doing? The whole class. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So he thinks the whole thing is hilarious, and the instructor always loves him, and it's like, what in the world? I am not getting anything out of this because he's just being a goofball. But yeah, and then he'll be sitting there, I'll trying to hold or pose or get into a pose, and yeah, he'll just bust out laughing. I'm like, why are you laughing? Like, nobody wants to be laughed at in yoga, especially your kids. Oh my, not good. So yeah.
Have you ever done cow tipping?
I personally have not done cow tipping. I don't think they like that.
No, and you know what? You don't want to do it when it's on your farm or these cows that can recognize you later. Yes.
They could recognize you later and they know it was you.
Oh, yes.
Mm.
I'm speaking from experience.
Great. Yeah, I would recommend nobody do any cow tipping. That is rude to cows. It is. They're sleeping. They're being all peaceful and everything. All of a sudden, they're flying upside down. That's terrible. Yeah, that sounds like a great way to get shot because this is Florida and those aren't your cows. So, yeah, no, I would not recommend that here. But yeah. All right, everyone. It is 6:46 a.m. It is 64 degrees. That is wow. Yeah. When driving this morning, please be cautious because you're not going to be able to see much. So just heads up on that. But man, it's just blanket of fog. All right. Be very careful. Or if at all possible, delay going in. Because if we can keep more people out of the fog, that's going to be less accidents. So just saying. All right. Oh.
That's why they have those flashing strobe lights on the top of the bus.
Yeah, so you can see it.
Fog event, it's because of there's a really bad crash many years ago.
Yeah, watch out for the kids waiting for the bus and stuff because you might not be able to see them as they are waiting for the bus. So just please be careful out there. We are going to go on a musical break as soon as Ed tries to figure out what music he's going to play.
I've got some Tom Petty set right.
Oh, I love Tom Petty. Tom Petty sounds like a great plan. All right, we are going to listen to some Tom Petty and we're going to take a break and we'll be back after this. Hopefully. Okay, so we are on a break and we are muted, so that's awesome. 6:48 in the morning. Y'all hanging out with me. Y'all are troopers. Holy smokes. Okay. Now I need to find stuff. We are going to do, we've got Blues in the Box, December 20th and 21st. Cool. Thank you, Chief. I appreciate it. No, I've been working on my little home office thing. I've got 2 monitors up on the screen and I've got my phone holder thingy up there in between them. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So yeah, I have to basically tie into the radio station, the actual radio station. So yeah, but I'm using a Rodecaster. Yeah, so I'm using a Rodecaster, and yeah, that's about it. And a Windows-based computer. He wouldn't let me use my Mac. I really wanted to use my Mac. Most mornings I've been using a headset and microphones, a headset with microphone, but it wasn't coming out really that loud and clear. And also, I wanted to be able to do a YouTube live, so you guys know I am not just, I don't know, in bed sleeping the sleep of angels or something. I am actually up every morning at 5 to 5:30 in the morning and on air by 6 a.m. let the dogs out, whatever. So, yeah. And then 9 a.m. we go off the air, and I haul butt over to the office and get in there, and I take my first appointments at 10 a.m. So once in a while, somebody will be like, "Oh, can we do 9:30?" I'm like, if I hurry. So no, I live about, on a normal day, about 17 minutes from the office. So it's not too horrible. I'm looking, my daughter just made it to school. She's got, GPS on her phone. So, so this morning she is at school. She's there early. Normally she's got to be there 7:30, but she's there at 6:51. So she must be doing something early this morning. She's probably got to do some admin stuff. I think there was something with a parking pass or something like that. I don't know. So she only has one class right now. What happened to the music? Just checking. Sometimes he has weird stuff going on. But yeah, she's got one class right now because she's in between college semesters, and she's taking pretty much all college classes at this point. She's graduating with her associate's degree, which is really cool. So yeah, do you know they do free associate's degree at the high schools with dual enrollment? They pay for the books and everything. It's amazing. So yeah, but she still wanted to have the high school experience. So she has one class, and it's weightlifting. That's it. It's helping her GPA. I mean, her high school GPA is all A's. She's got one class. All she has to do is show up. But no, she's doing really well with it. She actually joined the girls' weightlifting team. So, I'm gonna need more coffee soon. Okay, let us see what we are doing here. Checking, it just looks like it's this weekend. It's Blues in the Box and Kelly Scott Jazz Quartet. That's on a lot of jazz, blues and jazz. That's what they've got going on at the Riley. I don't know. Let's check and see what else was going on. Yeah, refresh. Let's see. Oh, we have the Monday Marion rundown. Somebody was arrested with possession. They had hydrocodone. That's not good. Somebody stole something at the Marathon gas station. Somebody stole 800 gallons of diesel. I have questions. I have so many questions. How do you steal 800 gallons of diesel? Wow. It wasn't near I-75 either. That was Northeast Baseline. That's actually pretty far from I-75, so weird. Wow. Okay, I have so many questions now. That's a bizarre one. All right, what else happened? Somebody was arrested for DUI. Oh, this is the person that was intoxicated. Yeah. So we knew there was a intoxicated pedestrian yesterday. We were like, we have questions. What in the world is going on? But apparently and she wasn't like intoxicated. She was actually high and actually in possession of drug paraphernalia when they picked her up. So, love Aerosmith. He knows I love Aerosmith. Oops, somebody got in trouble. Two neighbors were fighting. Let's see, one of the neighbors, Richard, we're gonna call him Richard, I guess. Anyway, but he threw trash into his neighbor's yard during an argument. He actually spit on the victim. He went to jail. You can't do that. That's actually considered assault. I think it's actually felony assault, isn't it? I don't know. Yeah, it's something with, you can't do that. So after the song, we are going to go into commercials. I think there's like 2 commercials, maybe 3, and then we're back at it. I don't know if you guys can hear Ed while I'm talking to him. I wanted you to be able to hear both sides of the conversation, so I don't know. But my speaker is not really, I should probably point it towards, I'll work on that, okay? But yeah. I can not enjoy Aerosmith. Aerosmith's awesome.
Is here and available now at Jenkins Subaru, 4150 North Highway 441 in Ocala. I'm Sal Pistone of Jenkins Subaru, inviting you to explore the Subaru lineup for 2025. Like the newly designed Forester, Subaru's most popular vehicle in America. Fact is, there's a Subaru that will fit just about anything you may have on your wish list. All Subarus come with Jenkins, promising never have a drivetrain issue.
I can spell.
Jenkins Subaru, 4150 North Highway 441 or anytime at JenkinsSubaruOcala.com. Experience authentic Florida at Silver Springs State Park, one of America's largest and best hot springs. Take a world-famous glass bottom boat tour, kayak, 5-mile silver river, or on a camping trip. Explore the hiking trails.
Uh-oh, we're about to be back on.
Functions in the park. Silver Springs,
Yeah.
natural landmark, and a Florida treasure. Visit silversprings.com.
Oh, I forgot Dr. Thayer is going to do the weather.
WITGLP and WITGLP HD1 Ocala. This is Ocala's Classic Hits. 104.7. Classic Hits 104.7.
Here we go.
Forecast.
I was like, where did he go?
82. Tonight, partly cloudy, low 61. And tomorrow, partly sunny, high
And we take off mute,
80%
and away we go.
after 1 p.m. From the Weather Center, I'm Dr. Thayer. For Classic Hits 104.7.
It's darker at 7 o'clock in the morning, so I'm at the top of the dawn.
It is. We're right at 7 a.m. I I was reading something during break, and I have so many questions. So we will see. We'll see what you think. But over, the Marion County Sheriff's Office, they do their Marion Rundown on Mondays, which is great. And it kind of shows like who's done what and who got in trouble. And normally it's like some DUIs and stuff like that. But anyway, listen to this one and let me know if you have questions too. So Deputy Henley responded to the Marathon gas station on Northeast Baseline Road in reference to a theft. Okay, I'm thinking a candy bar. I don't know about you. The investigation revealed that someone stole 800 gallons of diesel from the store's tank while the store was closed. The total loss was valued at around $3,200, and the investigation is ongoing. What? How? What?
And the question I have is whether they were stealing from the pump. Some stations, even if they're closed, they will leave their pumps on. Pump gas.
I mean,
Or that they just pull up a van. I've seen it where they have a van that pulls up right over where you dump the gas and the diesel, and they open it up and they
pump it. Yeah, it would have to be. That's not siphoning. That's literally pumping it. You'd have
pump it. And they're pros. They have a whole,
800. What are you gonna do with 800 gallons of diesel?
resell it.
Where? You'd have to have a gas station. No?
There's underground, where if you know what you're doing, you can sell it to you. Get that truck and just go to a truck stop somewhere.
You're gonna go. Can you imagine instead of some guy on the corner with like a whole bunch of watches in his coat or something, no, it's somebody going, hey, you want to buy some cheap gas? Like, I mean, what? Who would sign up for that? That's crazy.
They did that back in the 70s with
Well,
hard to get gas and stuff. They were that kind of stuff.
Yeah, back in the 70s, it was like $10 a gallon or something crazy for a while, right?
I don't know if it was $10 a gallon, but it was up there.
Yeah, it was expensive.
If you could get it at all. Because like a lot of the stations were just closed and they couldn't get gas.
Wow.
So, it was, because that was back when, gas was like 45 cents a gallon.
Yeah, it went from 45 cents a gallon to several dollars a gallon, which,
I remember.
Yeah.
45 cents a gallon. It was big.
Yeah. I remember 99 cents a gallon.
I was a young little boy, but I remember pricing. That's it.
Yeah, and the cars were not exactly fuel efficient in the 70s. Those things were some gas guzzlers, okay? They were massive. So, I don't know.
I remember being a gas jockey when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
Well in cars.
Yeah. I remember, I know there's some states that you're not even allowed to do self-pumping. They have to do full service. Is it Jersey? I don't know. I miss that. We don't have that in Florida. I would love that. I mean, technically I have that now because I have a teenager and I'm like, I pull up to the gas station. She doesn't even ask. She knows she's pumping. I don't like pumping gas. That's why I have a Prius. I don't have to do it very often. I get like 60 miles to the gallon. I ain't doing it. But yeah, but I would love it. They don't have that. There's nowhere I know. Do you know of any gas stations that have full service?
The only thing they have is I think the law is they have to, like, if you're handicapped, they have to come out and pump it for you. You have to call them. You see the stickers on the pumps and stuff. They say if you're
Really?
they call, they have the number of the station. You call in, and they have to send somebody out to help you if you require it.
Yeah, if your disability requires assistance. I mean, that I could see. Can you imagine how much of a pain in the neck it would be to get out right in that little space between the car and the gas pump? I mean, I have full use of my limbs and limblets, and I still don't like doing it, and it's a pain. And if you get too close or not close enough, and whatever.
I used to have it all the
So win-win.
Yeah, I was like, that's back when bridge tolls were crazy. Like, it's, you should see some of the tolls for some of the bridges down there in Maryland. It's like, the Harbor Tunnel is like Baltimore is godly now, like $8 or something.
Yeah.
It's nuts. It used
Yeah.
to be, 50 cents, dollar, $1.50 I thought was high, and then
No, now it's like $15 or whatever. Yeah.
right, I've been away for so long. I go up there and I'm like, oh, let's go over to Baltimore for no. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah. No. No, we actually several years back we visited New York City as part of a family vacation where we put the children in the vehicle with us and then drove across the United States for kicks and giggles. It was a learning experience. Yeah. So we did it twice. We did once going up kind of the middle. We went up to Wisconsin and then up and around and then came back down through Michigan. We kind of did a loop. And we stop at places along the way, like anything cool in one of the states, we stopped at that place. So like, we went to North Carolina and we went to the Biltmore and we did whitewater rafting. That was definitely an experience. That was actually a lot of fun. And we did horseback riding in Kentucky, basically whatever. I think on the way up through Wisconsin, we went to some caves and it was fun. It was fun, but definitely a learning experience. So, because we did half tent camping and half hotels. So, I would have preferred doing camping the entire time, and my husband would have preferred doing hotels the entire time. So, we split it down the middle, basically. So we would do like a night or two of camping and then we'd stay at a hotel. And then we'd do another night or two of camping and stay at a hotel. So it's, kind of limped our way across. But no, campgrounds they are so bougie anymore. And the ones he picks out are like ridiculously bougie. They have like, heated showers. I don't even have a heated shower at home. Like the room itself. If you go to Silver Springs State Park and stay there camping, the entire bathroom is heated. They have these big heaters so when you step out of the shower area, it's like this big heater comes on and you're almost dried, even without a towel. It's crazy. They have a library over by the showers where you can just, take a book and read it at your campsite or whatever. These places are nice, really, really super nice. Some of them, they have like free cable and internet included, and they have heated pools and slides, and it's crazy. It is crazy. For me, I always consider camping like whatever you can stick in your backpack, that's what you get, and let's go. No. My husband's kind of camping is like an inflated mattress and pillows and stuff. It's very odd. Very, very odd. I'm like, if you can't carry it, you don't get it. Yeah, he's more of a glamper than a camper, but it's fine. I've been actually looking at my Prius, of course, and because, just giving it the side eye going, I bet I could actually camp from my car. Because they have like mattresses that actually, like, you fold your seats down and then the mattresses are like inflatable and it goes over the whole hatchback area and whatever. And then they have tents that actually attach to the back of your vehicle.
Oh, I've seen it.
I saw one at a campground once and I was like, that is really, really cool. But how cool is that to be like, you don't have to set up really a tent necessarily. I don't know if I would do it without or not, but man, that would be really, really neat. I don't know if I could do it, but I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about giving it a try just to see what happens. So, I don't know. I mean, you couldn't.
How are you gonna go along with that?
No, there's no chance. If I said I'm going to sleep in the car, he'd be like, good luck with that. And let me know how it worked out for you. No, there is no chance. There is no chance. Also, I don't know that it would work for him because he's 6'4". His feet would stick out. It's a Prius.
If
It's,
I'm,
yeah.
with a woman in the car and
Okay, don't even go there. I knew exactly where you're going with that.
seat goes down,
No, that is not the kind of, yeah. No, no. Ew. So, but no, I mean, I'm thinking about it. Some of them are doing, there's actually college students that are actually taking like SUVs and vans and stuff like that, and they're turning them into one person apartments essentially, and they're parking them right on campus, and they call it stealth camping, and that's their dorm. They are literally like, I am going to save as much money as possible because I don't want to get into student loans and stuff. So they will, it's crazy. They have them on YouTube. And I just sit there and I'm like, that is, I don't know if I should applaud or call someone for you. Like, so, but they're really nice. I mean, they really, really look nice inside. But at the same time, you're living in your van,
you go to the bathroom if you have to go to the bathroom.
No, they have
Jog in there.
some of them actually have like little teeny tiny, bathrooms and little even showers and stuff. Like they actually do the whole thing. So it's crazy. They have little kitchens, so they can, cook their meals and stuff, little tiny refrigerator, and they have it on, they normally put it on solar. So the top of the vehicle, they've got some solar panels. So they've got electric even. It's crazy. I don't,
To get Amy, my daughter Amy on here and see if that happens at her campus.
probably, well, she would never know. You literally cannot tell which vehicles are stealth camping and which ones aren't. I mean, they're literally parked on the streets and stuff. You can't see inside them. They've got like, it looks just like tinted windows on the outside, but they actually have like something on the inside so you can't see in them. So how in the world would you know?
I don't know if I could do that. If I gotta go, if I seriously have to go to the bathroom, I'm not gonna do it there. I need a.
You need a bathroom.
I need a bathroom.
That's your concern. Not living in a van, but the actual bathroom issues.
Bathroom situation is more important than
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to do a small camper. I want to get a small camper, for whenever we retire. I'm sure that's not going to be for another 10 years or something, but still. So I wanted to do a small camper and maybe travel around a little bit beforehand, and then, see if we like it. Maybe go really traveling in a decade or so. So we went, we had a thing in Arizona for work. This was like 2 years ago. And I was like, okay, I've always wanted to see the Grand Canyon. I've never seen it. It's on my bucket list. We're doing this. Like, let's go ahead and see the Grand Canyon. So did you know you can rent little RVs and campers directly from people? It's not like you have to do it through a dealership. You can, people that have campers, they're not using them all the time. So when they're not using them, you can actually go and rent them through a service. So that's what we did. We rented Gus the adventure bus, and it was like a Sprinter van that they completely renovated. So it had a little kitchen. It had, it was probably a queen size bed. I don't know. It was pretty big. It had a shower, but it was on the back. Like you set up the whole thing. Like, yeah, I used the showers at the campgrounds. It was cold and I don't want to do it. It had it was heated water and everything. It had a water heater, but I don't want to. So,
You want to expose yourself outside.
no, but on one of the campgrounds, one of the national park campgrounds, the bathroom was so bad I actually regretted my decision. It was, no. So the shower was just ew. And you had to pay for the shower, and I ran out of quarters. So,
That would suck if you
it sucks so bad. It sucks. It was a lot of money. I had $5 in quarters with me because we put in a 10 because they have a change machine right there. I'm like, how much is a shower? No, it was like it took like all my money almost immediately just to get the thing going. So I'm like sitting there, oh my goodness, I had like 3 minutes for $5. Have you ever taken a 3-minute shower? And I needed to wash my hair. I was like, I'm sitting there staring at it going, I gotta time this right. Like, no, what I should have done is gone over and put another $10 in and taken at least a 9-minute shower. But
Then you probably run out of hot water.
oh, no, they had plenty of hot water, but that was intense. You got a timer ticking down for how quickly you can like
You can see the
scrub.
timer at least.
Yeah, you can see the timer, but well, the problem was is I was gonna put another dollar in. I got out another dollar in quarters, and somehow I lost one of the quarters. Like it was in all of my shower stuff. I mean, because it's really complicated. You've got all your towel, and I'm trying. The towel doesn't touch the ground. Nothing touches the ground except for what's supposed to be on the ground. All my clothes, the dirty clothes, the clean clothes, like the shower supplies. I'm juggling all of this. I lost a quarter, so my timer went off before I could really do anything about it. So I was mostly gotten all the soap off. It was traumatizing, truthfully. Like if you have a 3-minute shower, that is with the timer just ticking down, that is terrible. Anyway, yeah.
717 this morning. It's we have a crash at 4025 Southwest College Road.
Well, out of all of that, my husband and I discovered that we could not and would not be able to do a lot of camping in a camper of that size. That is what we got out of it. So that was actually worth it. So anybody that is considering buying a camper, go rent that baby first, because what you think you want may not be what you actually end up wanting or getting, if that makes sense.
Like I said, you can work with the dealership too.
Yeah.
Arrange to spend a night. Usually.
Yeah. I would say you kind of need a couple of nights because you need to be able to cook in it. You need to, have to get groceries and stuff. And, you really have to, I would say you really need a few days in it.
But when it comes to the cooking and the refrigerator part of it all, they're all the same for the most part, unless you get what they call a destination trip, which doesn't really get pulled around. You set it in a park somewhere and then you do your full size, or you get
Yeah.
you get a very expensive, Class A, where it's got, it'll have a bigger refrigerator and stuff, but the cooking areas are always
Pretty small.
subpar.
Yeah.
Subpar. I mean, and the ovens, forget it. You will burn stuff. It's like it's
Ovens. I mean, yeah, I didn't even know they had ovens. I'm sure they do, but yeah, some of them have full washing machines and stuff. I mean, some of them are like, whoa.
Yeah.
But no, that's not what we were going for. We wanted something, that we could park easily, and go in any campground with it or whatever.
That's a Class C, it's like a
Yeah.
van front, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they're going to have the small kitchen areas and the small. I can't say that our refrigerator isn't that bad. It's better than what it used to be. I mean, you want the. If you're going to get the true camping experience, where if you're going to be in an area where you don't have electric or that kind of thing, those refrigerators run on gas or electric, so they'll run on the propane.
yeah.
And you can keep it cold that way. So the bigger, when they have the full size refrigerators, that's it's just a refrigerator. So and then you're running generator power or something like that. So,
Yeah. Well, we were talking to a lot of people at the campgrounds and stuff, and there were some college professors that have discovered they can do, they're professoring online. So they just do the college teaching classes online, and yeah, they just go around in their camper and go to different campgrounds and live their life and enjoy it. They've got one had Starlink, and another one just used their hotspot. So they do their classes and stuff, but all of them had solar, every single one. They're like, we can't always count on there being electricity. But yeah, it was cool. They're like, yeah, we all kind of, run into each other and stuff, and we all know each other. After a few years, you kind of get to know the people that are doing that. I was like, this is so awesome. Even my husband thought it was pretty cool. I don't know that he could actually do that stuff because he likes stuff a lot. And when you have a lifestyle like that, it is minimalist, to say the least. You don't get to buy things. You don't get to bring anything in because it's already at capacity. So yeah, kind of interesting.
There's a lot of room in those too. Don't kid yourself. Ours is, like I said, 37 feet.
I don't know. He has size 13 and a half shoes. There wasn't even room for his sneakers. I was like, you got to get out. Like, there's no room for you and your legs in here. That was, to be fair, it was with Gus, the Sprinter bus. That was when we discovered that would not work for us. It was absolutely, and it had the raised roof, so you could actually, like, he could walk around and stuff. But, no. It was a catastrophe anytime he needed to get out of the bed because he had to get over me in order to get out. There was only one entrance and exit to the bed.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no.
That's typical for all,
Yeah, that's what we will not be doing. So that was one of the things is we both had to have an exit and entrance to the bed. Like the bed has to go long ways instead. So but like stuff like that, how would you know? I mean, would you even think about something like that until you've actually stated it? Like, no, we cannot do this. This is definitely not going to work for us.
I mean, we did it for, we bought the camper, we had campers for years, and we bought this one, bought that lot up in Fort McCoy,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was 2018, we bought a new, full-line camper, and, we were doing it weekends, and then COVID hit, and then just like, it ended up being almost, a little over 2 years, we stayed there, pretty much full time, just came down, make sure the house was okay and stuff like that, because, it was a mess,
Yeah. I mean, you might as well go out and enjoy outside. There was a lot of campgrounds even that closed though with that. So, I mean, it was, yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, they closed a lot of it's funny, the ones that are run by the state and inside the forest were all closed.
Yeah. Well, they figured, people would be congregating and just getting each other sick out in the campgrounds. And I'm like, it's outside. Like, I don't know about you, but I don't like hang out and, like you're going to maintain 6 feet from another camper, aren't you? Like, that's weird. But they also had no idea, like right at first, nobody knew anything about COVID. So
Yeah, we didn't know what was going to go.
we had no clue. It was like kind of better safe than sorry kind of thing. But at the same time, outside, seriously.
Yeah, we put a gazebo out there, we have
Yeah.
an office studio out there.
Yeah. No. So I mean, I get it. It's they just want to be careful. Better safe than sorry kind of thing. But anyway, we need to mention our pet of the week. You finally got your cat again. So yeah, we have a cat. So it is we through much effort we have the cat. So want to share him. He is up on our Classic Kids Ocala Facebook page. He can go home with you today. He's at the Marion County Animal Shelter. And he's a good little kitty. He is 3 years old. He weighs about 5 pounds. And he's ready to go. And you know what? I just realized I didn't put his name on here. That is so awful. And his name, and he had a terrible name because it was like, he has a girl's name. Yeah, I did not know it was a male because I was like, that's interesting. I don't know. I don't know if it's just been too many years or what, but they're not good at naming animals over at the shelter. Maybe they do it on purpose so that you will want the pet in order to name it yourself. I'm not sure. It's I mean, it's a tactic. It could work. But yeah, they're not good with the naming of the animals. They named one mashed potato. Really, really. Another one was named Yam. It just no. So, just anyway. So this one, I am looking. I will put his name up there. I'll put it in the meringue. His name is Meringue.
That's right.
That is just, yeah. So I will make sure and put that with him. His name, I'll put it in the comments. But yeah, so if you would like to have Meringue, the male cat, so that you can take him home, give him a loving home, have a new fur baby, and give him a different name. He doesn't even look like Meringue. That would be like an orange cat, right? Or is that, Meringue is white, I guess, isn't it?
Meringue is white.
I don't know. But this is a white and striped. Like where's what? Like
I hate meringue, by the way, in general, just like pies and stuff. That's not my big thing.
you can take it or leave it. I guess it's okay. Yeah. I put it on lemon meringue pies, so yeah, it's okay. I have no strong feelings one way or another.
I used to scrape it off as a kid. Not as picky as Jackson.
Not as what?
Not as picky as Jackson in terms of
I can see that. I can see that happening. Jackson being picky, yeah, I could definitely see that happening quite easily, actually. But that's okay. He just likes things a certain way. So I bet he was like one of those that didn't want his food to touch when he was a kid. I mean, to be honest, he's probably still that way. Okay, well, Meringue now has his name in the comments, so I cannot believe I forgot to put his name on there. That is so sad, but that's okay. I know, poor cat. Well, I mean, it's a terrible name anyway, let's be honest. But, yeah, so that's okay. It's on there now, and we also have the young men that decided to take a debit card out of somebody else's vehicle and go to several GameStop stores and purchase items with the fraudulent card. And their bright and shining faces are right on our Classic Hits Ocala Facebook page because the police are definitely looking for them. So if these are your children, be proud and then turn them in, because you will actually have the ability to possibly once they go to jail, you can actually earn some money. I would do that. You are eligible for a cash reward up to $3,000 for turning these young men in. So maybe you go to school with them. It's a distinct possibility. I would do it. If they were up on there, I would be the first one to turn them in. And do not call me for bail money. Absolutely no. You took something out of somebody else's vehicle and then went to GameStop with it. Obviously, they're not starving. This isn't because you needed, like, you had no food and you know, you were doing it for survival or something. That I could maybe kind of possibly see. This is not. They went to GameStop. That's another level of just pissing me off. So, yeah, that's just, yeah. So what these young men need is a job. They need a job. They need a job. So if they can go get a job and not worry about gaming, can you imagine? Oh my goodness, I can. I think these young men would not have a gaming station because their priorities are skewed. So yeah, no, that would, I don't know. We never really had like the gaming station stuff. We have a Wii. I think it's probably 15 years old. I'm not sure. It's old, but Yeah, we have a Wii. We play Monopoly on it. And we play, Lexi likes to play the dance competition. She totally kicks my butt on that thing. But she loves to do that. So, I mean, it's a fun, it's like a family thing. So it's like one step above board games. But, we play board games, we play cards, dominoes, that kind of stuff. Lately we've been playing Best Friends, which is hilarious. So you have to ask a question and then the person writes down their answer and then you have to say what you think their answer is. So it's like, how well do you know a person? So, especially if you're playing one couple against another couple. So it's really fun. Anyway, yeah. I have played that before. I would not play that with my kids. We have one that's Cards Against Humanity, but it's Property Manager Edition, which is hilarious. We were given it to us by one of our vendors, and it is so funny. It is so funny. So, the question will be like, I don't know, resident calls up saying it's an emergency, and then everybody plays a card as to what could be the emergency. And in property management, it literally could be anything. We had a squirrel the other day that was a serious concern. It was a whole thing. It was a 4-hour long thing. Don't leave your windows and doors open in Florida if you do not have the ability to get out yourself anything that comes in. That's just tip of the week right there. No, she had like a bird feeder hanging out of the window. So I don't know. So not only was she with her window open, but she also had food out for the wildlife, and then she was shocked and appalled when the wildlife came in, and we're like,
that's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Squirrels love the bird feeders. They climb
I
on
know. Yeah, absolutely. So she was absolutely horrified, freaking out. So yeah, but it's a squirrel. I was like, well, and then she shut the window. That's the part that got me. I'm like, leave the window open. The squirrel does not want to be in with you any more than you want it in there with, just leave the window. But no, she's like, no, more stuff might come in. Yeah, but that will go out. Like, get a broom and help it out. Squirrels are fairly smart. I've seen them do all sorts of stuff. So they will go back out where they came in. They're fairly intelligent. Or open the front door and shoo them out that way. You open the door all the time. Like, what's the problem? But no, she was absolutely horrified, just freaking out. So that was a thing. So can you imagine playing Cards Against Humanity Property Manager Edition and stuff like that? It's like, so yeah, it's pretty funny. It's a pretty funny game. We play that.
All different varieties.
Yeah.
Like you said, your property management.
Yeah. I don't know. Property management definitely keeps you on your toes because it's everyday life. Everybody is just living their lives and they want to have safe houses to live in, and you want to provide that, and then squirrels. It's just I don't really know. You never really know what you're gonna get. You go into work thinking you're gonna have one thing, and then you end up on a golf cart on a sheep farm, and that has actually happened. I mean, you just never know in Ocala. So it's, yep. I went to an appointment one time, and that was the last day I ever wore heels to work because I felt like a fool. In Marion County, in Ocala, you don't know where you're going to end up, so you do not wear heels as a real estate agent. That is dumb. I don't know. I had no idea where it was. That was a few years ago. I have no idea. It was a massive farm though, like massive. We had to take a golf cart out to see the various houses and stuff. It was huge. A lot of sheep. So Yeah, it was interesting. It was very interesting, but no. So if anybody asks why I don't wear heels to work, because I don't know where I'm going to be, and they slow me down, and there's a whole lots of reasons. They pinch. I mean, why would you wear them? I am happy in my sneaker type shoes, and I can outrun any other realtor that is in heels. And if they try and show a horse farm in something like that, good luck. Good luck. Yeah, it's a thing. I don't know. Hey, my shoes are washable. It's all good. I have thrown my shoes out though. I went to one house and I was like, nope. It was a foreclosure. Nope. That was the day I was hanging out with the FBI, the Marion County Sheriff's, Homeland Security, and a few others, and we were looking at some houses. It was a whole caravan of us. I'm telling you, you do not know what you're going to get when you do real estate and property management. It's just a different, interesting day every day. It's crazy.
So what are they doing? We're buying houses?
No, they already had the house, so they don't have to buy them. They get them.
Oh.
Yeah.
And they sell them?
Well, eventually they'll. I mean, it's the same with anything else that's confiscated, right?
Yeah, I guess. Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
Ponder the possibilities. Yeah, they go up to auction. So yeah, government auctions include houses. But in the meantime, somebody's got to watch over them, and for some reason, they don't have people to do that. I guess I don't know. So it's outsourced. So yeah, it's interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. So yeah, it was really fun being part of the caravan. Freaked out my maintenance guy though. He was like, I am not getting out of my car. I was like, why not? He didn't want. But yeah, the places we went to, one of them was so bad I threw out my sneakers after that. I was like, I don't ever want to see those again. That's nope. So
I told you my goose story, right?
no, you have a goose story?
Oh, I didn't tell you this.
No, go for it. What is the goose story? What did you do to the goose?
So, no, I didn't do anything to the goose. I was working for a major retailer that does in-home computer service. Drives like Volkswagen people. We connect the dots there. So, I pull up to this. It's up in outside of Philadelphia. It's in this in a rural area. And it's, in a close to a pond and everything else. And I get out, and she did warn me before when I called to say I'm on my way. She said just watch out for the poop. There's a lot of goose poop. We have a lot of geese here. I'm like, okay, no problem. And I pull up, I get out, and sure enough, there's
Ew.
goose poop everywhere. So I'm having to dodge that. I go in and I do what I need to do to take care of it on this computer. I come out, and well, she didn't tell me that there were a lot of nests in that area around the
Oh,
house.
angry geese. You know they have teeth, right?
So, it gets better. So I'm there. I stand there, and it's like I'm in a black and white uniform. Geese are black and white. The car is black and white, and they're circled around. It was like the OK Corral. They're all circled around my vehicle, looking at me, waiting to see what my move was going to be. And of course, my move is to try to get in that car as quick as I possibly can. Well, I step off that ledge, off that step, and boy, did they come after me. I mean, they literally they tore they tore my pants. They cut my leg up.
No, there is no way you told me any of this. That is crazy.
So they cut my leg up, and all I can do, I'm literally practically punching these geese to get into the car, because they're like biting my arms, they're biting everything.
Oh yeah, they're yeah.
And so I get
Geese
in
are
the
mean.
car, and now they're pecking like crazy on the car.
Oh
To
my
the point where
goodness.
it did like $4,000 damage.
Oh
to the
my
car.
goodness.
I called up Fleet, and I'm like, yeah, this is back before the cell phone camera days, and I'm sitting there
Geese.
Geese, and they're like, well, there can't be any major damage. I said, well, look, I'm going to take it into the, to the body shop, and they'll take pictures, and they'll send, they called me back like 3 days later, and they said, well, they're hysterically laughing, of course.
Well, yeah, I mean,
And,
yeah.
and they're like, oh, because they had to take the wrap off, because they had a wrap, so they had to take the wrap off and fix all these dents, and then put the wrap back on. So it was probably more than it was around $4,000, I think is what they said. But yeah, I mean, of course, I had my legs all tore up. I mean, it was, of course, Mrs. Rossi is just laughing her ass off.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you survived and you're okay, I would then laugh at you wholeheartedly. So.
So I made sure I put in the system that she was blacklisted from anybody coming back out there, because she had a right to tell me what was going on.
You're like, absolutely no. Absolutely no. Do not go back out there. That is insane. Normally people don't have a whole herd of geese though, because they can be quite mean. Eat with or without a nest, they can be quite mean.
Apparently there were nests all over from what, I mean, it's just, yeah, they were all, it was just funny, this standoff there, I'm looking, I'm like, this is not going to end well. I mean, nothing I can do. It's going to just,
I mean, at any point did you think go and get her to help her, have her help you get out of there?
Oh, she went back in the house quick. I mean, she just, the door practically slammed when I
What?
stepped off the thing. Yeah, she knew what was going on.
Oh, that's horrible. That is straight up horrible. Well,
Like,
she could have gotten
I didn't care
sued.
whether I made it or not. I figured she could, at least,
Help you out? Yeah.
my leg was bleeding. I had to have stitches. It was like,
Real? You went and got stitches? Oh my goodness. Yeah. If that happened these days, she'd have been sued within an inch of her life. It's crazy. Yeah. That's absolutely crazy. Yeah. You can't have vicious attack geese. It's crazy. Well, it is 7:42 a.m. It is 63 degrees outside. I don't know how it got colder. How did it get colder? It was 64 earlier.
Yeah, it's weird because it's not quite sunrise yet. It'll drop a couple.
I don't know. It still looks kind of foggy and yeah, it's very foggy outside. Drive carefully, please.
There's a crash at 4025 Southwest College Road.
Okay. Well, it is supposed to be sunny later on today, but still, yeah. In the afternoon, I guess it says between 3 and 5 p.m. It's going to rain. So it's supposed to be sunny all day except for a little bit in the afternoon.
Did you get to cook outside last night?
As long as you cook after 6 p.m., you probably be fine. The same. You know you're gonna use it as an excuse. Yeah, it ain't happening. You ain't cooking outside.
I cook outside. I just put it on the grill,
Yeah.
and I don't have to bother with it. Set my time and I go back out.
Move
take
off.
it and it's done.
Yeah. Well, you can do that just after 6 p.m. You're gonna be eating at 7.
Dogs don't want to go out when it rains. They look at me like, oh no.
Yeah. My dogs didn't want to go out this morning either. They were like, no, we'll just go in the house later when you're not looking. Like, no, sorry. I know it's wet outside. You're dealing with it. Yeah.
Those dogs, man, it's like, it's funny, like, you sit on your lap and then all of a sudden they decide, oh, the head pops up and, you gotta be quick enough to grab the leash and say, let's go. Or they'll just go, try to find a place they can hide.
Yeah, no. I had just mopped the floor, the entire house on Saturday, and then I came into 2 surprises on Sunday morning, and the dogs and I had a chat, and it was a very vocal one, because they had more than ample opportunity to go outside and they just didn't feel like it. And so I explained to them that I now had to mop that section of the floor over again, and I was not thrilled with it. And they have not had any accidents since then. So I also locked them outside for like 2 hours. We have a fenced yard, so I'm like, if you want to act like animals, then you are not house people.
You're like, we are animals.
Yeah. You are animals. You want to act like animals, though, you got to stay outside. So they have not had even 1 accident since then. They have been on their best behavior, probably because they don't want me screeching at them, because I got loud. My husband was like, woo, look out. I don't normally raise my voice, but I definitely did. I just mopped that floor. It's a lot of floor to mop. It's a lot of tile, man. You gotta get all the stuff. Whoa, I was not a happy camper. Not a happy camper. So it's fine. Oh no. That would not be good. No.
We have a scuba that does the floor.
Yeah, I still wouldn't. I wouldn't try that on that. No.
Nothing worse when the Roomba hits the.
No. I've never had that at my house. I don't want to try it.
It's
So.
no fun to take that apart and clean it.
Yeah, I don't set it on auto just in case. Because yeah, I've definitely seen that. I would love to have the little. I think I have Sharp, I believe. Anyway, because it takes, like, it goes to the docking station and charges itself, and it takes all of the debris out and stuff, and yeah, it sucks it all out. So it's a really great little machine. I love it. But it has to wait for me to say the coast is clear, because I don't want to ever have that. I would have to throw away the vacuum. It's a good little vacuum. So yeah, no. So it does not go unless I give it permission. So because 7:46 this morning. All right, let's get some music going for everybody that is getting up and joining us this morning. What are we gonna play for them? All right, sounds great. What is he playing now? This man should not be allowed to pick music. He's sitting there laughing. We have an open chat going on between us because he's obviously not at my home studio. Weirdo. Okay. Weird. I need more coffee. I'm not a fan of the song. I don't know. It's catchy, but if you had 9,000 songs to choose from, you have this huge, massive musical library, what would you play? Because I'm pretty sure it ain't this. So at 8 a.m., I tell a funny Florida story. So every day, there's some story that I've found somewhere that is just hilarious. Normally, it's funny. It's a Florida man story. Sometimes a Florida woman. Sometimes it's animals. Oh, now he's playing this just to make me happy. One of the best songs ever. But yeah, so I am putting together my funny Florida story for today. And normally I have to find a picture for it as well. And normally there is no original picture, so I use AI and create one for Facebook and Instagram for the station. Sorry, I'm focusing. Also, I'm out of coffee. Terrible, terrible thing. I'm trying to create a picture of a stolen flamingo. You'll hear in a minute. I promise, it'll make sense. Most likely. Okay. Out of coffee. All right. Got my picture to add to Facebook and Instagram. All right, 5 minutes before I can post that. So I'm gonna run really quick into the kitchen and get me some more coffee. I'll be back. Enjoy some music. 7:58. 2 more minutes and then I can post. What is tippin'? I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. A long song, so I don't know if he's gonna do a third one. It's okay, I can finish the news. Oh yes, okay. Oops. Okay, so 8:01, we are coming into, I don't know, the last of it, the last portion. So I am going to be basically just doing the funny Florida story, and I'm going to be talking about what we're doing this weekend in Ocala, what's going on, and then that's about it. Then at 9 a.m. I'm going to sign off, make a run for it, and get my butt over to the office so that I can start my day as real estate broker over there. So loads of fun. We'll see. Today I don't have a bunch of appointments. I actually just have probably a dumpster truck's worth of paperwork to do. So I'll probably be doing that over there. So we'll see. I don't know if Lex wanted to do the work with me today or tomorrow. I'm not really sure, but we're gonna attempt it. I don't know. personally, sitting there watching me do work at my desk and working right along next to me does not sound like a whole lot of fun to me, but she says it's very popular and she encouraged me to try it at least once. So that's what we're doing. But a lot of this live and that and some of the video that I took as I got up this morning at the before the crack of dawn, that's all going to be going into a video of, you know, a day in the life kind of thing. So not that I find my life all that together interesting, but in case anybody wants to know what it's like to be a real estate broker in Ocala, here we be. All right, I got 2 more commercials, the weather, and then we're back. So fun stuff. And I have my funny Florida story ready, and I've got a news update for the public school calendar because it changed. So we'll be coming on pretty soon. I don't know, what do you guys think of the radio show? What would you do differently? What segments would you add in? Sometimes we have guest speakers and stuff like that, but what would you like to hear? Today it's mostly been us just chit-chatting. I don't know if there's another commercial or not. Nope. Okay, that's the weather, which means break's over.
Thanks, Doctor. 804 Marley here. We have a crash on 4025 Southwest College Road. It's still showing up there, so just stay away from that area. It's fog advisory till 10 a.m.
Oof, still? Yeah, it does look foggy outside. Yeah, it's pretty gnarly. Be careful. Please, please, please be careful as you're driving around out there and going to work and stuff. And if you do need to get to work this morning and you cannot possibly avoid these foggy roads, leave with plenty of time. Lots of time. Because yeah, it's not fun driving in that. It should be clearing up soon because the sun is full out. Not that you can really see it, but it's out. It's 8:05 a.m. So, yeah.
So, I was going through the library and I had a flashback. I'm like, is this something I used to play back in the day on another station? And I think I have to play it. I have to feel this flashback through. Quiet over there.
I'm sitting. I'm like, wait, is this something that you've not played yet?
I have not played ever.
I am cringing. I'm literally cringing over here, going, oh, what is it gonna be? Okay.
I first, I want to dedicate this to all the truck drivers out there. They do a great job for us. They get the products to us, and they don't get a lot of respect sometimes. And I want to make sure that they're represented here.
You're taking this. That's quite the lead up, my friend. What are you playing? What are you playing?
Well, just channel my old self back in the day. Just.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
The
Mm-mm.
1380 Whams, this is Ed Rossi on the Ed Rossi Experience here. 1380 Whams.
Got a breaker 19, this here's a rubber duck. You got a copy on me, Big Ben, come on. Well, yeah, 10-4, Big Ben, for sure.
What is he
By
playing?
golly, it's clean, clear to Flagtown, come on.
Have you ever heard this?
Yeah, it's a big 10-4 there, Big Ben. Yeah, we definitely got the front door, good buddy. We're 6 things alive. Looks like we've got us a convoy.
Oh wait, that sounds familiar. What?
It was a dark of the moon on the 6th of June in a Kenworth full of logs.
What is this?
Pete with a reefer on and a Jimmy hauling hogs. We was heading for Bear on I-10 about a mile out of Shaky Town. I says, Big Ben, this here's a rubber duck, and I'm about to put the hammer down.
He's sitting over in the chat laughing his butt off.
Big Ben, this here's a duck. Now, you want to back sticks and all. But there's a roadblock up on the clover leaf, and them bears is wall to wall. Yeah, them smokies as thick as bugs on
Have you ever heard this?
They even had a bear in the air. I says, calling all trucks, this here is the duck. We about to go hunting the bear. Hey, you want to give me a 10-9 on that Big Ben? Negatory, Big Ben. You're still too close. Yeah, them mucus is starting to close up my sinuses. Mercy's sake, you better back off another 10. Well, we rolled up Interstate 44 like a rocket sled on rails. We tore up all of our swindle sheets and left them sitting on the scales. By the time we hit that shy town, them bears was getting smart. They brought up some reinforcements from the Illinois National Guard. There's armored cars and tanks and jeeps and rigs of every size. Yeah, them chicken coops was full of bears and choppers filled the skies. Well, we shot the line, we went for broke with 1,000 screaming trucks and 11 long-haired friends of Jesus in a chartreuse microbus. Yeah, rubber duck just sodbuster. Come on, hurry up. 10 more sodbusters. Listen, you want to put that microbus in behind that suicide jockey? Yeah, he's holding dynamite. He needs all the help he can get. Well, we laid a strip for the Jersey Shore, prepared to cross the line. I could see the bridge was lined with bears, but I didn't have a doggone dime. I says, Big Ben, this here's a rubber duck. We just ain't gonna pay no toll. So we crashed the gate doing 98. I says, let them truckers roll 10-4.
I'm glad you're enjoying it, Chief. I have no idea what he's playing. What are bears? What? I am so confused. I am so confused right now. The whole time I'm trying to figure out what on earth that was. Who was singing? I don't know that it's really singing. What was that? Please explain. Well, yeah, convoy. I got that word. What? Who, what, where, when, why? Why would be the big one.
I mean, that was the CD radio was big back in the day. So that was how the trucks. Ever listen to the truckers talk on the CD radio?
Yeah, they still do, don't they?
Same. Yeah, nothing's changed.
Okay, what was the point of them of the convoy? I didn't understand the bears in the cages, and I don't.
Bears are police.
Oh, well, that explains some.
Bear
Okay.
in the air is a bear, a police in a helicopter.
Helicopter, bear in the air. Okay. I feel like I'm learning a new language.
Get your lingo down.
Yeah. I always wanted to have a CB radio in the car, and so just so I could listen to the truckers and stuff. And I know there were some people that had that because they had the big, huge antenna on their car.
Yes, that
But
was me.
yeah,
I met my
of
first
course.
wife. My first wife I met on CB radio.
Well, okay. Okay, there you
See how well
go.
that worked out. So,
Well, yeah, that's okay. That is okay. Yeah. So that was your theme song back in the day, or?
no, that was it was on my playlist back in the day in 1380.
Wow.
Yeah, that was on my
Okay.
playlist.
Okay. So that was on your playlist, and you played that like every day.
We had to rotate 40, 40 songs.
You had 40. You only had 40 songs.
Well, I mean, the program director put together the playlist for your when you had to play. You had to go. This is how it went. I would come in for my shift. I go in. I get the list from the program director on what I had to play that day. And I got to go pull my albums out of the real library of music.
Oh, it was actually like a vinyl record.
It was a final record. Get everything queued up, and this is fun stuff. So,
Okay. So So the thousands upon thousands of songs in the media library at a click of a button is actually more difficult. Dale?
Well, we didn't have the CDs. We're just coming in. We were just starting to get CDs.
Yeah.
I got out.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Yeah, it's all. I don't think I've actually played a CD in. I don't even know how I would play a CD. I think Lexi has a CD player, because she came to me at one point and she was like, I really want to buy something. And I was like, what? And she goes, a CD player. Do you know what that is? And I'm like, yeah, I know what a CD player is. And she's like, yeah. She goes, there's these CDs I found somewhere in the house. She found a stack of them from who knows how long ago. And she found my stack. It was my stack of CDs. So yeah, she's like, I really want to play some old school music. And she was talking about like No Doubt. It's like, what? Old school music. Yeah. So yeah, she had No Doubt. She had Aerosmith. I had some Daddy Yankee. I had Queen, a lot of Queen. I don't know. It was just a big eclectic stack of music. And yeah, she wanted to play them. We had no ability to do that. In her dad's car, that's it. The Honda CR-V has a CD player. But now, guess what? Her car has a CD player. It does. It does in fact have a CD player. She has AM, FM, and CD, and then it has an aux actually on it. So it was like top of the line in 2007, I guess. Yeah, so she actually uses the aux cable for her phone because she's got, her playlists or whatever she's got going on. She listens to The Cure nonstop. I have no idea. But yeah, but that song was unique. I have definitely never heard that song ever before in my life. Yeah, it was interesting. I'm still not entirely sure why they didn't pay the toll and went through it, but you know what? I'm probably what?
He didn't have a dime, so he just rammed the toll booth.
Okay.
Back when it was a dime, to go across the bridge in Jersey.
How old is that song?
Late 70s.
Okay. I'm going to have to look into this song because I have never heard it before, and I was very confused and listening to the whole, and it was very interesting. I felt like it was a history lesson, but it was interesting. So
It just DJs have it, radio DJs have it easy now compared to back in the day. I mean, it's like
walking through the snow uphill both ways.
We used to have to read ads. I mean, it was like the sales, they'd sell an ad, and they would, the sales guy would come and get the copy done. They get it approved. They would shake the paper in front of them, on air. Like, gotta read this. I'm like, sure, fine, go ahead. Give it to me. It's much easier now.
Well, we don't necessarily have to do that, but I think there are still some DJs that actually read a script for the commercials. Yeah, because I listen to podcasts, and my favorite's Dave Ramsey, the whole crew over there. They crack me up, especially when Dave goes off and yells at somebody, and it's just, oh my goodness, it's so funny. It's because they definitely deserve it. They're doing something just absolutely. I do not yell. I asked a very sensible question. There was no profanity. There was no angry emojis. There wasn't even any caps. The pen is mightier than the sword, and the text messaging is definitely, I think, could kick the pen's butt. So, I get my point across in questions, and I think my question was valid, and you answered it, and I was like, well, that's kind of dumb, but okay. Like, what? Okay, because I don't like rework. And if you see something wrong, fix it. Like, don't Don't bring it back to me. It's already done. It's not. It's gone. I have pet peeves, okay? The world now knows I am not happy 100% of the time, okay? And you can definitely get under my skin. It definitely happens. It definitely
So,
happens.
if there's any truck drivers out there that heard me play that Convoy song, you want to get an opinion in here, just give us a call here, 352-629-1047. We'd love to hear from you.
Would you, Ed? Would you like to hear from me?
I get a lot when I do daytime. When I was doing like the hurricane stuff, and I was
Yeah.
into the morning. We'd gotten through the night with the hurricane, and we're doing the day stuff. And
Yeah.
I would get a lot of truck drivers that would call.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. That's very cool. So they're listening as they pass through. Well, they're probably coming north because I think Tampa has a 104.7. They have some.
Is there an arch nemesis that wipes us out every once in a while?
They do, even by my house. Even by my house. Like, it's a 1 block on, 1 block off, which can make for a very interesting conversation on the radio, just saying, because it'll be, one of them talking, and then us talking, and then them talking, and then us talking, and it's like we're almost having a conversation between us. But once you get just slightly further into Ocala, our station takes over. But, yeah.
They're a flamethrower down there with a ton of power, and they've got the water to reflect it. So it's just.
Are you jealous of their water, Ed?
I'm jealous of their power. I like their power.
One of those. We should get a lot of solar panels, maybe. I don't
Well,
know.
the transmitter will go higher. I mean, I'm not allowed to tweak that. So.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to go to jail.
No. Yeah, we don't want to play with that. Yeah, you would get fined. Okay. No. We don't want to do that. All right. It is 8:20 a.m. and just a reminder for all of the parents and everybody else out there that the Marion County Public Schools, as of Friday, kids are out of school. So, yeah, they're done. So Friday, they're out. They don't go back to school until January 7th. And remember, the calendar was updated. They were supposed to go back the 8th. It is no longer the 8th. So if you printed out the public school calendar and it says they're going back on Wednesday, they do not, in fact, go back on Wednesday. We had a hurricane day, so they'll go back on Tuesday, the 7th of January. So heads up on that. But they're going to be out for a couple weeks. So, and that starts on Friday after school. They're out. They're out and about. And for all of the drivers out there, please be cautious because there's a whole bunch of kids that love to play in the road, and they're playing basketball, and they're playing, all sorts of stuff, and they don't always get up out of the way. So, and they don't look both ways. They don't even notice that there's cars, and it's like, would you guys? I know you're into what you're doing, but safety first. Anyway, so yeah, especially the younger children, they just be cautious. If I see a little kid playing in a yard, I immediately go slower because I don't know what they're gonna do. Like, they don't even know what they're gonna do. It's whatever comes up into their brain, that's what happens. So they just, they don't understand like actions and consequences so, at all. So just be cautious. Be cautious of some of the younger kids and the older kids, because some of them have not learned actions and consequences. So, all right, I'm getting off that soapbox. Just be careful. We have funny Florida story. Are you ready for today's funny Florida story? Sure. Okay, we're gonna do this. All right, it is up on our Facebook page, or it will be as soon as I refresh my page. And it's on our Instagram. So if you would like to follow us on Classic Hits Ocala Facebook page, it is on there now. That's where we go. I had to publish. I had to hit the word publish. Anyway, I was waiting for 8 a.m. and then I completely forgot it. Now it's 8:22. So whatever.
You got that Convoy song just kind of screwed.
It really, I was like, what is this? What is this? What is this? So way to throw me for a loop this morning. But yeah, so I will say I have on my YouTube channel, we have a live going on it is not participating. So, but that's why I've got you, that's why you get a little bit of an echo on your end, because I'm on the speaker, so that everybody can enjoy the show today. So, 820 Chief says, I think it's neat to see you behind the scenes and work with the live radio broadcast. So, shout out to Chief. He is awesome for that comment. So, thank you.
Is he a chief?
He is, actually. He was a firefighter and a police officer. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah, 2 for 1.
I had a friend in, one of my clients in
I should say deputy. I think it's deputy.
firehouse in Maryland has the one guy, he's a firefighter and a police officer at the same time.
Can you do that at the same time?
In Maryland, yeah, he's
Ooh, that would be
he's
the
off
world's.
shift, yeah.
That would be the world's worst schedule. Like world's
Oh, it's
worst
volunteer.
schedule. Oh, okay,
It's
volunteer.
like
That's
the
different.
Volunteer firefighters there, so
Okay, that makes more sense. That makes more sense.
he can pick and choose what he wants
I
to
mean,
do.
I mean, even if you're a police officer, you're probably going to end up needing to go to the fire anyway. I mean, if it's a small enough town,
Yeah, it's very small. Really.
yeah. So that makes sense. That makes sense. So you don't have to do like a 24-hour or 48-hour shift like you have to do here. That is hard, man. That is seriously. Hats off to the firefighters here, because they have. It's a hard job. It was a really, really hard job. Okay, so funny Florida story. We are going to talk about the stolen flamingo. You know what's funny is there is no end to the weird, funny Florida stories. Every time I think I'm going to run out, somebody does something else weird, like stealing a street sweeper and going on a high-speed 4-mile-per-hour chase. I mean, these things, you can't, that was in our town. That was in our town. So, you know, you can't make up this stuff. And I haven't even gone into some of the stuff I know has happened in Ocala, and I can easily look up the news articles. The woman that went to the Outback and was throwing all of the alcohol bottles, and oh my goodness, that one was crazy. Anyway, okay, but today it's the Florida flamingo thief. So in Sanibel Island, a man once stole a plastic flamingo lawn ornament from a neighbor's yard as a prank. The next day, the flamingo was returned. I cannot speak and say flamingo. Flamingo. Okay. The next day, the flamingo was returned, but he was wearing sunglasses, a Hawaiian shirt, and holding a teeny tiny margarita glass. Instead of stopping there, the prank escalated into a full-on adventure. Over the next week, the flamingo appeared daily in different locations around the neighborhood. He was sitting in a kiddie pool sunbathing. He was fishing off a neighbor's dock with a tiny fishing pole. He was camping in a miniature tent under the stars. Basically, every morning the residents would wake up and they'd be excited to see where the traveling flamingo ended up next. Photos of the traveling flamingo started trending on Facebook under the hashtag Flamingo Travels. And neighbors even voted on its next destination. This is a lawn ornament, y'all. Okay, we have nothing better to do apparently. Turns out it was all orchestrated by a retired couple bored during the off season. They confessed after receiving a Best Neighbor Award at the HOA meeting for creating weeks of free entertainment for others that were just as bored. The flamingo is now a neighborhood mascot. There you go. That's your, that, I know, that's a wow. That had to be shared today. That absolutely had to be shared. That is the best ever. But yeah, I actually had a friend that had a pink hoodie adventure. It was last year actually. She had wanted, she knew she was going to a chilly area, and you know, Florida, if you're a Floridian, you do not have winter clothes. You have like hoodies and layers and stuff like that, but it's not like you have a parka, right? Most of us. That all went to the, you know, donation long ago. All right. So she's going to be up in the mountains. Her and her husband were traveling around, you know, up in the mountains, and she knew it was going to be chilly. So she's like, hey, do you have like a hoodie or whatever that I can borrow? And I was like, well, actually, there's this hoodie that you really loved. Why don't you just keep it? I have not worn it since you gave it back to me. So just keep the hoodie. You know, it was this pink hoodie, and it just didn't quite fit me right. Like, she's a little bit shorter than me, and she just, it fit her great and she loved it. It's this bright pink color, which is not necessarily my thing. And so I just gave it to her. No big deal, right? Didn't even think anything of it. Of course you can have it. So she goes on and all of a sudden she starts sending me pictures. And there's the pink hoodie in all of these national parks and monuments that they're traveling every day. It's a picture of this beautiful vista with the pink hoodie. It's like in every picture. So I had no idea where they were going to be traveling next, but they didn't send me pictures of her and her husband or just the view. It always had the pink hoodie in somewhere in the picture. And it was hilarious. The last one, the final picture she sent me, was her wearing the pink hoodie. But yeah, it was every day. Who knows? It was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. So yeah. I have weird friends. I don't know. I started sharing them to Facebook. I was like, I don't know where she's gonna be. Here's pink hoodie adventures. I don't know.
Did you see the article that they're developing, or they're in the process of putting them in certain grocery stores, ammo dispensing machines?
I'm sorry, what?
Ammo dispensing machines.
In Florida?
I don't know in Florida.
I think that's more of a Texas thing, isn't it?
I don't know what state it was in. It wasn't in Florida, but can you imagine? Hey honey, go down and get me a 6-pack of beer and some ammo.
Well, I mean, if you were going to, well,
It's a grocery store.
I mean, I don't know, because the store itself isn't allowed to sell ammo, right? Don't you have to have a license for that?
Yeah, it's something where I guess they rent space out to the company that has the machine. It supposedly has video surveillance, and it scans your ID to make sure you're able to buy it. But still.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. That's a weird one. That definitely is odd, especially, I believe there was some stuff that happened in Madison, Wisconsin. I have not looked up the story because I just saw it yesterday on,
Another school shooting.
yeah, so,
The girl, she walked in and just started shooting. She ended up taking her own life.
so, yeah, I don't want to cry, so I'm not going to look at it right now, but, yeah, I don't know that we really want to make them even more accessible.
I don't think that just showing the ID, because I mean, a kid or somebody can steal the ID and
Yeah.
go in and do what you're
Because there was those two boys that just, got into a car and somebody's car and took their debit card. They probably had their license there too. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
So if you don't have to, and I mean that is actually something that happens quite often is people leave their guns in their vehicle that's unlocked. Y'all, stop doing that. Please stop doing that. That is not a good thing. In fact, the mayor actually just came out with a video reminding you to please lock your doors. Just lock your doors. It takes half a second, if that. Just click the button and lock the door. So just doing that is going to cut down on a lot of the crime that we actually have in Ocala, and it's going to cut down on a lot of the nonsense, and also it's going to make it less likely that a gun gets into a teenager's hands. So yeah, but yeah, there is a video now on the Classic Hits Ocala Facebook page of the mayor showing you that he locked his car. His truck, I should say truck. But yeah. So even if not, remove your vehicles. Like when I go to Tampa or Orlando or one of the big cities, I make sure there's nothing of value in my car. I don't want to tempt anybody. Even if it's like an empty purse or something I've taken everything out of, I don't even let that be visible because I don't want them to think that there's something in there. Because they don't just go for unlocked cars in bigger cities.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a convertible, I understand why you don't lock it, but then at the same time, just don't leave anything in it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I understand
But,
you don't want somebody to cut your top and you don't go through all that stuff. I get it. Just leave it unlocked, let them look through or whatever.
Yeah, but just don't leave, don't leave your gun, your debit card, your license there. I mean, come on. But yeah, that is the most common crime in Marion County by far and away, is people leaving valuables, including guns and straight out cash, in their vehicles and not locking them. And we're not even talking at home, like in your driveway. That almost makes sense. It's not good, but it almost makes sense. But no, they will literally go and watch a movie and leave their valuables in the car unlocked, and then like what? So yeah, please don't do that. Please don't do that. Just lock your cars, please. Just get in the habit of doing it. I know it's hard for Ocala, but
You get the response of, well, I've got cameras outside. Well, great, you can just watch them go into your car.
I know.
While you're asleep.
Right? It's like, oh, that's awesome. No, we had a teenager that was going into, this was several years ago. It was probably 4 or 5 years ago. But a teenager was going into unlocked cars in our neighborhood, and I didn't even realize it. But yeah, one of the cars was unlocked, in our driveway, and all the contents from like the glove compartment was on the front seat. So we knew they had gone through. They, whatever, had gone through the car, but there was nothing of value. We don't leave anything of value in the car, and we try really hard to always lock it, but sometimes you go out to get something out of the car or something and things happen, teenagers. Anyway, so yeah, we the car got tossed basically, but it was really funny because on nextdoor.com, have you ever been on nextdoor.com?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's hilarious. I sign up for all the neighborhoods. I like all of them. As many neighborhoods as I can because I think it's hilarious. But yeah, there's like, you can actually see the path that the person took, because everybody had their Ring doorbell pictures and their security pictures and everything, and they were just like, okay, at 2:02 a.m. he was at this house, and like, and you could actually see him going down the way. They were all hoping to get a good picture of his face. He had a hoodie on, so I'm gonna say he because I think it was a he. I wasn't sure, but yeah. So the whole neighborhood, house after house. It was all the pictures. I was like, well, that's awesome, but can we like find the guy? Because that was rude. That was just rude. I find it very, there was nothing to steal out of our car. He didn't even take the dollar bill. There was like a dollar bill and he didn't take it. That was like beneath him or something.
Yeah,
I was like, what? I was like, oh. No, good God, no. No, it was like some pocket change and stuff. But at the same time, hey, every penny adds up. Like, why was my money not good enough? But no, didn't take that. I mean, you would think that, yeah, but no, didn't even take that. So I don't know if he was looking for something specific. Like, is this like a shopping spree but without paying? Like, what is this? But yeah, just went through the different cars all the way down, and I thought it used to be that if you didn't have a key to a car and you went to try and open the door, the alarm would go off. Is that not a thing anymore?
Well, if it's not locked, it's that when you press the lock button, it arms the alarm.
Okay, but no, because yeah, one of our cars with my Prius was locked, and no alarm went off. So I don't know if you like half open. I don't know how that works, but no alarm.
It doesn't have an alarm, or does it?
Yeah, it has an alarm because I can hit the panic button and the thing goes off. So it's got something.
Yeah, it might just be a panic button.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
No idea. I have no idea. I don't know. I'll go try and steal my car and see what happens. I'll go annoy the neighbors.
I'll come over. I'll put my mask on and everything.
Oh yeah, no, no. That is a bad plan. That is a bad plan. You'll be on every next door camera, like for at least 4 neighbors. I don't know, but we've never had a porch pirate or anything like that. We had one person attempt to, and I mean, everybody was on high alert. Everybody knew that happened. So yeah, it was kind of crazy. I think they went to another neighborhood. There was 2 of them the next night, and I think it was the same. One of the guys was the same one, and but yeah, they got caught in the other neighborhood.
When I was in Delaware, we had porch
Mm-hmm.
We had a bus stop that was right out in front of the house.
Yeah.
So it's like, that,
Yeah.
try to tell
Yeah.
UPS, right? Go put it at the back door. If you
Yeah.
put it at the back door, nobody will,
Yeah. You have a half a chance of getting your stuff, but we've never had that issue. And I've seen, they'll have on Marion County Sheriff's Office and stuff when somebody goes up and they'll have the whole video and everything of the person stealing something from, like, if it's a porch pirate. So, yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. But
that was back before we had cameras and stuff.
that's not good. No, they've had cameras since, like, what, the 80s, 90s?
Well, they had, but I mean, it wasn't prevalent where you get them cheap. Like,
Yeah.
you had to go
No, yeah, it was like thousands of dollars, and it was businesses primarily.
And it was horrible resolution too, so you couldn't really look at somebody's face.
Hey, it was top of the line at the time, man. Anyway, it is
But it was
8.
so bad.
Oh, sorry. It is 8:38 this morning. It's 65 degrees outside, and it is still foggy. So please drive carefully. Drive very slowly and carefully. It is foggy. There's patchy fog out there right now, so just be aware.
It was so bad there with the porch pirates. The head of UPS was like, well, you're doing this. You're taking your own packages.
What? Well, if you were taking your own packages, they would be counted as delivered.
Well, yeah. I mean, they show them delivered at the thing. It would show delivered and it was gone. But that's what they have is because they drop them. Because UPS would literally just set them on the step.
Mm-hmm.
So they said, oh, you're doing this, and because we were getting some high dollar stuff that we were getting brought in, and it's like, I said, please come down to my place, come down, and
Yeah, just check it out. Yeah.
And then he sits there and looks at it, like literally, we walk down the steps of our house, and there's a public bus stop right there, and all he said was, oh, never mind, and
Yeah.
we'll make sure we we'll hold it at the location because the UPS customer center was right down literally like a half mile away. And by the way, that's another thing. Why are all the UPS customer centers going away? Do you notice that?
No, I don't know.
I think the Ocala one's closed too. You can't go to a UPS customer center anymore. You have to go to
Well,
a
they
UPS
probably
store.
are. Yeah, they're probably just having like customer service from the Philippines or something on the phone only.
Yeah, on the phone for sure. That's because believe me, had a situation where I had to send out
Ed, you had a situation?
I had to send out a $6,000 laptop. So they with UPS they give you these papers you have to get signed by
Yeah, you have like
the
insurance on them.
driver,
Sure.
right? So I have insurance with them. And I try to go to a customer center, and I'm like, there's
No.
literally, the
Well,
closest
yeah.
customer center was Georgia.
Well, no, there's like the mailbox places, not mailbox places, but yeah,
But they
mailbox.
can't sign those forms.
Oh,
It
really?
says specifically either the driver or the UPS customer center are the only ones that can do it.
Well, if they have a UPS thing in their store, doesn't that count?
Nope.
Hmm.
You have to pay to have a UPS driver come by to pick it up, and this was an overnight package.
Oh.
And so I couldn't guarantee what time or if he would even show, because we've tried to schedule a delivery or a pickup, and it's the next day, or something like that.
Yeah.
So we ended up having to use FedEx.
Well, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
frustrating.
Yeah. That sounds very frustrating for you. Okay. Are you Okay. So, but no, there's a lot of different services for that. You have Amazon, right? You have an Amazon account? Okay. You're like, yeah, of course. I mean, who doesn't? But no, on your phone, it's not on the desktop version, but on your phone, there's now something on Amazon that says Haul, Haul. And when you click on it, it is basically all of the stuff from Shein and Temu, and it's on Amazon now. They've done some kind of collaboration with them.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
I don't know either. I haven't tried it, but I'm thinking about doing that office chair.
I know, but I saw that on the news that they had that one thing that they did. It was I think it was Good Morning America or something. It was the GMA3. They ordered 6 different things from Temu
Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. There are some things that I like of theirs, but it's essentially like it's basically a dollar store. Essentially, I mean, I like looking at the pictures and getting ideas for like I'll look at the designs and stuff like, oh, I think that would actually look really nice on me or whatever, and then I go and buy it from somewhere else because I want it to not fall apart. So
You don't want a dress falling apart. Or something
yeah,
like
you
that.
know they do basically it's like knockoff designer clothes is what they're doing for like pennies on the dollar, but at the same time you get what you pay for. So I mean sometimes it's not even worth the fabric literally is just disintegrating. So yeah, I will literally look at the different styles because they do have like they've got designer designs, you know, but you can get them elsewhere once you look at it. You're like, oh, okay, that's awesome. I really like that. You can put it up in Google Lens, and it'll actually show like 15 other places that you can actually purchase legitimate like good quality thing, same design. Maybe not necessarily the same color, but the same design.
I'll buy you one of those disintegrating dresses. Watch it
No,
disintegrate.
no, I'm not wearing anything like that. Thank you. That sounds like a very embarrassing evening for me. Like, who on earth would wear clothes that this stuff? Actually, they do have men's bathing suits that disintegrate. They do. It's a prank, and they.
Edible underwear?
No, it's actually like as soon as the swim trunks hit the water, within minutes it literally just disintegrates. Like there's nothing there.
That's for those kind of parties.
Well, it's supposed to be a prank, so yeah. So a lot of women are doing these to their husbands and stuff, and so they'll go out and they'll be at a pool party or something like that. And he starts freaking out because
All of a sudden there's eggplant in the water.
yeah, not good. So I would not do that to my husband. He would divorce me. I have absolutely no question that would not happen. He doesn't like to be embarrassed on stuff. So I mean, who does? But some people really love doing pranks on people, and they love having pranks done.
You know?
But that would be awful.
Yeah, that can be really bad.
But yeah, they have it on like YouTube and TikTok and stuff. The videos, of course, they take videos, and then they blur everything out. But the look on the husband's faces when they realize that their shorts aren't there anymore,
Especially if it's cold water.
I don't think it even matters. They are not. I mean, you think you're dressed and then you're not. That's not fun. Whew, I would be freaking out. I don't know. So, but they haven't. I don't think they have women. It's just men's shorts. So, yeah. I think. No, I don't know. Maybe they do have women's, but I've never seen that it's mostly women doing it as pranks on their husbands. So, but yeah, but you can see that kind of stuff on YouTube and TikTok and whatnot, and then they just blur everything. But it's pretty funny to watch other people and but it's normally again guys that are they can take a joke. They laugh at themselves and stuff afterwards and whatever. But there are moments of absolute straight up terror as they think that they're dressed and they're not. There's one thing that you should rely on: your clothing staying where it is. You should be able to.
Classic hits 1047. We have a crash on US 301 South and Southeast 132nd Street.
Ooh,
Left lane's blocked.
Southeast 132nd. Wait, say those again.
301 South and Southeast 132nd Street.
Okay, Summerfield. Okay, got it. Like, where? Okay, so it's not 301, 441, it's 301, and then, yeah, that's down by Orange Blossom Hills, I think. Yeah. Okay, got it. Almost to the Villages. It's close. Not quite. So,
Well, the Village is probably good for those disintegrating underwear.
See, I can't even say the Villages around you, and then it's instantly just, we're gonna go down that rabbit hole. We're not going there. We're not gonna go there. We are not. We don't. I have to be careful even talking to clients and stuff at the office. I had somebody come in from Colombia, and they had an interpreter and everything because no, it wasn't Colombia. Excuse me, that's Spanish. because they spoke Portuguese. So it was somebody somewhere in South America. So I'm sorry for being ignorant, but I do not remember off the top of my head. But anyway, so they were speaking Portuguese, which I don't speak Portuguese. Eventually, we all were speaking Spanish and then some Spanglish because some English got thrown in. But the interpreter and the customer and I all were like, oh, we all speak Spanish. So we don't all speak English, but we can switch to Spanish. But my Portuguese is nil. I don't have any. But Spanish is close. So anyway, but we were talking and, you know, I was explaining, you know, the Marion County and good places to invest and stuff like that. And I had talked about the villages, and they actually had heard of the villages, and not in a good way. I'm like, huh, okay. So the fame of the villages and what they're famous for is internationally known, in case you were wondering.
Their choice of color poof when
You know, they had questions and I was like, I'm not going there. Same with you, not going there. But yes, it is universally known at this point. So I don't know. It's just, it is what it is. It's fine. But no, no. But you know, it is as far as a sociological, like I'm shocked that they don't have a whole bunch of sociologists just studying the villages. I mean, like,
the way they explained it to me was this is the free love group from the 60s.
honestly, yeah, it's like, or even frat houses. It's like, you know, because I mean, honestly, if you were born in the 70s or something, you missed all of that, but you probably were in a frat house or something. They're trying to relive those days. And they have time and money, and you can do a lot of damage with sufficient time and money.
We reached the edge of the villages, so we apologize to our villages friends. We're just making a point.
I'm leaving that one alone. Okay, moving on. It is 8:50 a.m. 104.7 FM. Everybody on YouTube is now like, what is the villages? It's a city. It's a city. Here.
It's a city where fun happens 24/7.
It is. It is. It's the happiest place on earth for a city. 55 plus city. It is a massive city. It's actually the population, I think, has now surpassed Marion County.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and growing. It is growing.
Yeah, everywhere you see
Yeah, it's massive area. So,
Brownstone, wherever that
yeah.
That was nothing. We did a couple printer installs down there for a couple businesses, and there was nothing there. It was like all, you know, and then now it's like, wow.
Yeah, I know. It just keeps growing and growing. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, you know what? I am just having really good coffee today. This is my second cup, and sometimes you can't quite get the same really great cup of coffee a second time with a Keurig. It's kind of hit or miss. Nope, both cups.
What's in that coffee?
I don't know, but it's really good.
Sure you're not putting pouring a little in?
Well, one time I did accidentally put in 5-hour energy instead of water, and then I could hear colors. Kidding. I'm just kidding.
Did you ever have Jolt Cola?
No, I am sane. So I like to remain as sane as possible. I think I'm sane. I don't know. How do you know? Right? Because like if you're crazy, you don't think you're crazy. You think it's everybody else. So what if somebody tells you, no, you're actually the one that's crazy, but in fact it's them that's crazy? Like, how would you know?
That was the choice of drink for college. Cola. That's how you got through the next day.
Jolt. I know Mountain Dew is, it was the drink back in the day, and then Diet Mountain Dew became the big thing, and then apparently they found out it disintegrates your teeth. So I kind of tend to stay away from that. I don't drink that, the Red Bull stuff either.
Now it's Adderall and Xanax and everything else.
You know, I will have to say the 5-hour energy is probably, if I was going to do anything, it would be a third of one of those in water. Some of them taste pretty good. But they're basically, it's 2,000 times your daily allowance of B vitamins. It does not have, like, it really doesn't have that much caffeine at all.
Jolt was all caffeine. That was the whole.
Oh yeah, yeah. Most of them are caffeine, very much
One
caffeine.
of them down
Yeah, you're gonna be jittery and going crazy and stuff. But yeah, 5 Hour Energy is just an insane amount of B vitamins. So yeah, but if you split it into 4 separate days, it is about only a quarter of the insane amount of B vitamins.
Yeah, seriously, take B vitamins are serious.
Oh yeah,
Karen
yeah.
she had an issue where she had a B vitamin deficiency.
Oh, that's not good.
Pass out.
Yeah, no, B vitamins, that's what makes you, keep doing you. So yeah, no, and it's actually hard to get B vitamins into your system. It's not like you can, I
A lot
mean,
of times you get an injection. She
yeah.
took the injections.
or you can put the liquid form under your tongue or whatever. These are just taking vitamins or whatever, but it's supposed to help with your sustained energy levels, so you don't have like highs and lows and stuff like that. It's just straight energy.
She said the under the tongue stuff didn't work that well. It was the injections that would actually.
See, neither of those worked for me. Neither of those worked for me. I can take a B vitamin, the actual vitamin, or so I have to ingest. That's basically, or like I said, a small sip of 5 Hour Energy, and that for some reason works way better. So don't know.
A little bit of Jack Daniels will help.
No, not for me. Thank you. Bad things happen.
One day.
No. I have my one alcoholic beverage and I split it with my husband, and I'm happy with that, like once a month or once every 2 months. And it's not because I am somehow thinking I'm better than everybody else that is drinking, or it is nothing to do with that. It's the fact that I cannot hold my alcohol to save my life. My 77-year-old grandmother could drink me under the table. It was pathetic. So I just don't even try. Everybody's like, oh, if you just build up a tolerance. No, that was a bad plan. So at this point in my life, I know what I have a tolerance for and what I don't. And I believe I'm like kind of allergic to it, basically. It's not pleasant. Bad things happen. I do not want to do that. So no, just don't. Just say no. Nah. It's not for everybody. The same as anything else.
I want to say hi out there to our listener out there in Lake Worth.
Are you doing that creepy thing again where you're figuring out where everybody is?
Well, yeah.
Hey, quit creeping people out.
But, if they call in or reach out on our contact us form, we'll give them some swag.
There is that. All right. If you want some free swag and you were listening to the show this morning, reach out on our website, which is classichitsocala.com. And hopefully all y'all were listening to we're actually on our YouTube live this morning, so you got to hang out with that. That's actually on my channel because it does live. The Classic Hits Ocala YouTube channel does not do live yet, but it will soon. And that Chief says, thank you again for the live stream this morning. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much, Chief. We appreciate it. So yeah, it is 8:56 and
57.
8:57. Not according to my. Oh, now it is. Okay. It's it's got a 10-second delay there. All right. So what music are we ending the show with today? Anything really good? And by good, I mean not the trucker anthem that you played earlier.
Don't want Convoy?
Mm-mm.
That was a popular song back in the day.
I will take your word for it. I was not around during that time frame, so I must have missed that on my musical education.
Open your, expand your research,
It was inflicted upon me this morning, so I had no choice. But it was an interesting song. I enjoyed it. I don't know that I would listen to it daily like you were playing, but it was interesting. So, yeah. Okay, what are we listening to this morning? You don't know?
I'm trying to look and see what it's got queued up.
Okay. Ooh, I don't know. We listened to some pretty good jams today, all in all. So, gotta love that. Have you guys noticed, if you guys are just getting up, It is almost 9 a.m. So I imagine you're already up. Have you ever noticed that when you're in bed and it's 6 a.m., you close your eyes for like 5 minutes, it's like 7:45. You're like, what just happened? But when you're at work and it's 1:30 and you close your eyes for like 5 minutes and you open them, it's like 1:31. Like, how does that happen? It's like a warp in the space-time continuum or something. It's just, I don't know. We'll find out because I'm about to go to the office and do massive truckloads worth of paperwork and emails and phone calls. But
That sounds like fun.
yeah, it's lovely. But I gotta get the sales and use tax into the state of Florida, which we didn't have any sales and use tax too, but you have to still report it even though you don't do it, and they are extremely interested in that. So
Yeah, they charge you like $75 if you don't
50.
Oh, 50.
It's 50.
I knew it was something.
Ask me how I know. The bookkeeper was mad at me. She's like, I gave you all the information. I told you the due date. Like, what are you doing? There wasn't anything to report. What? This is zero. She's like, it's not anymore. Now you gotta go and pay $50. I was like, I will never do that again. That is not good.
They'll call you.
Oh, they do. Yeah. Ask me how I know. Yeah, it's fun. All right, it is 9 o'clock in the morning in about 10 seconds. I don't know. 8:59. It is 8:59. We are getting out of here and starting our day, and hopefully you are too. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this morning. We loved it. And thanks for hanging out on the YouTube channel as well. It was fun.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Classic Kids 104.7.
All right. That is it. That is how I spend my early mornings. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the back end of the radio station and hanging out with me. Let me give you a real quick tour of this mess right here. And you can see, sorry, where you are hanging out. So there's the little thing I had you kind of in between my two things. And then I've got the Roadcaster and lots of wires down there. Lots and lots of wires. But yeah, so this is my studio at home, such as it is. So hopefully you had a great time and you will join us again. I don't know if I'm going to do another YouTube live tomorrow morning. We'll see. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. All right, I'm getting my butt to the office. So I will talk to you guys later. Thanks again. Bye.